Oh my god, could you guys hear me? Everything died at once. No! Twitch chat, are you there? Twitch chat, let me know if you're alive. Yeah, I lost my last rank play game. What do you know? What do you know? Twitch chat, I'm disconnected. I can't hear you at all. I'm coming back, guys. My internet went out while I was trying to solve the mouse problem, so I'm just like totally out of it here. Totally out of it. You alive? He's feels bad, man. Yeah, guys, I think I'm back. I'm not totally sure you can see me, but yeah, there was the subtrain like lit up my internet so fast that it killed me. It's so rare when I lose internet. It like never happens. Never ever, because I have insanely good internet. I have gigabit down, and it never seems to go out. So yeah, I lost the game, which totally sucks because we were in a like unlosable position. Totally unlosable. Not only did we lose the game, we lost a mountain of viewers, which is not as big of a deal. They can always come back. That game, that star is gone forever, basically, so that may never come back. I'm still trying to solve my mouse problem. So busy with the mouse problem, the internet died in the meantime. I can't even hear you, I can't even see you guys. Alright, so the internet's definitely working at least a little bit, because Hearthstone's back. We lost the deck tracker. Ugh. That's always a great fix. I love doing that every time. I think my mouse is coming back, maybe? Hey guys, yep, I'm back. I love leaving without warning. When, you know, 100 plus people are watching. That's always great. The mouse is still dead, even though it says it's working. It's always the worst. Let's see if... Is this actually streaming correctly to... Let's see. Yeah, guys, so I hate losing games like that. That's like the worst. We had that game locked up. This is a clutch draw, though. Jeez. We didn't have anything to play. Little Decino, we had 0 to play.
Welcome! Boys, make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Hey, it's BR. Thanks for the sub, man. That's I think that makes 10 subs today already. That's crazy. That's like an insane amount of people subbing. That's awesome, guys. I never expected so much love right off the bat. You guys are crazy. This is not a great play, right? But we have to do it. We just need to get ahead on board, and it's the only thing we can do anyway of materials. So, good thing you restarted. Or I wouldn't have seen the recent notification. Well, I'm happy at least something good came out of it. So. Yeah, rip mouse and stream indeed. Tingus the Friendly Fish. Yeah, we got the sub button today. Or I guess technically yesterday, but this is the first day I've streamed that we've had it, so it seems like today. Yeah, hey, it's BR. You did indeed follow through on your promise, man. I appreciate it. Aha! Sure. Can't go wrong there, right? This is a kind of ridiculous hand. The mouse is still dead, though, guys. I don't know what to do. I think my Logitech, my beloved Logitech that I've often waxed or waned poetic about. Is it waxed? What is that word? Waned? That's not, neither of those are the right word. I don't know what the word is, but I think waxed. The mouse that I've waxed poetic about is finally totally dead. I just can't seem to get anything out of it. Getaway Kodo is ridiculous with this hand. Absolutely insane. Not playing it yet, even though it's not bad on the Stonehill, really, but there's Maelstrom Portal and stuff that could throw off our math, so... It's wired. It's just a USB mouse, but it's old as the hills. It's just my favorite mouse. Hey, Alex Saxon, how's it going, dude? It seems like my other stream here is having some troubles, but okay, we're finally back. Geo576, confirm that you can see me. I need to know that you can hear me, Geo. I think we're a little better off here. Keeping the Murlocs buffed, so we'll probably Spike Ridge the Murlocs. Trade. We'll leave one of these up, but that's really not that bad in the scheme of things. If he evolves one dude, I'm not stressed. But I want to put. That's sort of annoying, isn't it? Do we curate or do we just go all in on this thing and just go ham? We're going to follow up with Tyrion's, right? So it's like, is he ever going to get through this wall? It goes to 11 stats. If he evolves, he can't attack. If he attacks, he can't evolve. He has 10.
Aha.
Goes to 11. I mean, it's bad against Hex, but this doesn't look like a Hex deck. It looks like a standard token shaman list, which shouldn't really be running Hex. So I don't think we need to Curator yet, because we're going to get a Murloc and a Beast, but we can't really do much with those right now. So I think we're just in on this like giant taunt line. I guess we kill this just because it's so much more value than letting it get evolved if he does take that route. Right, like he still doesn't have enough damage. The math still lines up. Okay, it's working. It says Cooves. All right, good to know. YouTube is giving me some like warnings about video output low and stuff, but oh, I forgot about Devolve being a thing for some reason. Well, I'm glad we traded, but it's all right because we do have these Tyrians. Like that was the line. We kind of knew what was at risk. We're basically in line to play 3 straight Tyrians here. It looks like. Devolve is another problem, though. But at least we baited it, to the extent that you can bait a Devolve on a giant awesome thing. Regis, why are you not playing Drakes? This is just like a slightly faster version of the list that doesn't run Drakes, is really the only answer to that question. That positioning was probably a little bit weird. Is this the Consecration turn? It doesn't really do that much, though. And frankly, his Primal Fin Totem is not going to get any value here. If we had double Consecration, it would be obvious that that's what we go for. But we don't. This Tyrion is just going to take a... I mean, killing a Flamethrower Totem doesn't actually do that much, right? It just kind of shifts another 2 points of damage around. So I think we Tyrion Getaway Coda and we actually kill the Primal Fin down there. I know the Primal Fin right now is not generating value, but once he makes some of these trades, it's going to. I mean, we could just try to go face, but I think we're on more of a defensive game plan than a game-winning game plan. So he like trades here, trades here. He goes face for 6. We might be dead to Bloodlust, but I don't know what else to do. I kind of wish this was Redemption, honestly, in this given turn. If he Bloodlust, I think he missed some damage. Because he could have done 4 and 2 to the Tyrion, right? Maybe not, though, because he would have had to pop the Divine Shield anyway. We'll see. Waving at Fat says, I'm going to go to sleep. Good night, Regis. Good night, mods. Good night, chat. Thank you. Thank you so much, Waving at Fat, as always, man. Have a good one. Get some sleep. Would 2 Spike Ridge buffs on a minion result in 2 Stegodons? Yeah, in fact, it would. If it wasn't evolved, that is. God, I guess we just keep going down this path. Like, God, where's our N'Zoth at? That's what we really need right now is N'Zoth. But hey, just got here. Love the YouTube videos, man. Thank you so much, Silent Wolf. I appreciate it. It's really kind of you to say. Oh, I'm just super deads. Sir Tiny Fin, I don't know the answer to your question. I think it should be back up. I think it should be working, but everything just went down. Just went down. Firelord says, Regis's girlfriend got too jealous. She shut off the internet. No, it probably should have also interrupted her her Hulu streaming. So I'm sure she was just as remiss as I was. She's watching TV on Netflix/Hulu, so I'm sure she was a little sad too. Rank 2, so close, I have faith. Well, we were on a great streak until we lost a game to the disconnect. That absolutely sucks. That totally sucks. Regis fiance. That's right, guys. That's new in the last month or so. That's sort of a new thing. This is such a good mulligan if we hit the 1-drop, but I think we need to hit the 1-drop just because we know that this is probably Pirates. We don't know, but we have to consider the fact that it might be Pirates. So I think we have to aggressive a little more. We have to mulligan a little more aggressively to try to hit the 1-drop because we know we have such a good 1-2 that we need that extra draw just in case. We got rewarded anyway for the 3-drop, so this is a great hand against Pirates. It doesn't get much better against Pirates if this is what we're up against. Well, frankly, it's a good hand against anything. I don't like Stonehill, though, in a non-pirate matchup. That's the perfect answer, unfortunately. So I think we just go the hero power route here to make that weapon feel a little less valuable. If he doesn't kill it, we get rock pool value. We probably float a mana, but we're okay. Might just play the Stonehill too, though, if the math lines up nicely. Patches will make the trade here. Stonehill does actually save us some health, as far as we can tell. Not against Bloodsail Cultist, though, is the problem. But I think we could just go ahead and do it. This is a turn 5 play, maybe. We needed like a turn 4 taunt, honestly. I think the Grime Street's going to be good for us, because if we get a taunt on anything else, the Divine Shield could matter, but it might just be too slow. We might have to take the Fin Creeper. Shield Barrier's not honestly terrible, but I think Fin Creeper's probably the best. It has the same amount of health as a Grime Street, but it's 2 mana less, so it probably lines up a little better. Hey Regis, new to your streams and channel, love your vids, says the Valenquar. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Sir Tiny Fan, I think you're good to go back, man. I think you're safe. I think you have a home over there waiting for you. That's probably game. I don't really see how we beat that. Our mana curve has just been a little bit off every turn. We'll play this, but it dies for free. That goes to 6. He still has the weapon up. Like, we can Fin Creeper, but it doesn't even trade into the Frothing, so I think we have to, like, Rock Pool War Leader and hope we can stick something, but ultimately I think we're just screwed. That sure doesn't help. The Coin Axe was just too good against our start, so we kind of just lose, I think. You know, the math on this is actually a little bit wonky for him right now. We might have to play it. Are we dead if we don't? It's 14-17. Not technically. Like, if we do this, we could technically live. And if one of them survives, we could Spike Ridge Steed it. But the math is weird, right? Like, he has 4, 5, 5, 3. Nothing that does 6. To activate this, he'd have to attack a minion in. So he might have to use 2 things here. The problem is, like, it doesn't help me next turn with the Steed. I think we just have to pray somehow magically that he doesn't have 3 damage. And hope that he ignores one of these minions and that we can Spike Ridge Steed it next turn. That's, I think, our only path to victory here. But ultimately, I think we're just dead. At the end of the day. He attacks... You know, he can attack into a minion and not lose that much damage. He just needs 3 damage though, right? I think 10, 14, 17. So he's very likely to hit it. That doesn't actually do it though. So now we see if he trades or not. He should, honestly. He should trade. He can trade a minion and his face and not lose that much damage because the Frothing Berserker gets buffed. So it leaves us where we just don't have many outlets here. I don't think there's a draw in our deck that wins. The Fin Creeper, Murloc Tidecaller is the obvious play, but this doesn't even die. He has so much damage. There's just no way. We're just totally dead. We had 7 mana. If we could have got to this a little faster, if this had been a 4-drop taunt, so we didn't just have to play that stupid dude. I mean, if we'd had an on-curve 4-mana play with the Rock Pool instead of like the Rock Pool Murloc, if it had been Rock Pool into another Rock Pool or something, that we could have got some bodies out sooner. If it hadn't been a Frothing, I think all of those things would have contributed to a victory, but unfortunately none of those things occurred, so instead we kind of just got stuck. So we'll try again. Man, we were on such a good streak, too.
Welcome! Boys, make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Hey, Never AFK2, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, dude. That puts me, I think, to 11 subs today already. That's crazy. That's insane. Like, if I'm currently just an affiliate, which is not like a full Twitch partner. You know, so it's like it's like a tier below Twitch partner, so I don't get quite as many emotes. But if I was a partner, I think having 10 subscribers or 11 subscribers means I'd already have access to like a handful of emotes which is crazy. And I think I promised on Twitter that if I did, in fact, hit... if I hit 20 subscribers, then I would go ahead and apply for Twitch Partnership too to try to get you guys some extra emotes and stuff. So what I need from you guys is emote ideas. Like, what emotes do you want to see on Twitch? Like, what... I have kind of the base set of emotes already that I submitted for affiliate. Sort of the base emote you get for subs at each level. There's like a $5 emote and a $10 emote and a $25 emote for the people who go absolutely crazy. But I have not gotten any farther than that, so I'd love to hear if you guys have ideas for emotes, like funny stuff from the channel, memes, like versions of my face you'd like to see. Anything like that would all be awesome. We're really one off, dude. Those each do 3. That sucks. I think we just play this to die. We don't care about the body anyway, right? We just care about the, This is one off, right? 3 and 3. Yeah, it's 6. It's annoying.
Make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Mecha Sushi X, man, thanks for the sub. I guess you figured it out. That's awesome, dude. Appreciate the $5 sub. Means a lot. You've supported the channel a ton, frankly, so thank you so much, man. So this is like full control paladin. I guess we just take the biggest, best body. I don't really have a logical solution. Regis drinking Invisible Mountain Dew. Tonight I've got Diet Sunkissed. Not Invisible, I suspect. Yeah, 10:45. That put me to 12, dude. I'm sorry, but you missed the first 10 already. God, I'm getting way closer to that 20 sub goal. I thought that was going to be like a month out or something. I was like, yeah, you know, in a month or so when I get to like 20 subs, I'll apply for partnership. But here we are at 12 already, so that's just crazy. That's humbling. And this is probably the worst possible. God, I'm in like a value matchup. And this is the Stonehill Defender that I get. Absolutely garbage. Just unbelievably bad. This has been a terrible game so far. An emote for legendary cards. Well, there will be a legendary Regis emote for all subs. I can tell you that right now, as soon as it gets approved. So the emotes right now, I don't know how good they are, by the way, guys. I might have to redo them. I've never made something so small before, graphically speaking, so it might not be the best execution. I'll have to see what you guys think, if it looks good, if you can tell what it is, that kind of stuff. This actually feels pretty good to play Finja after he's Stampeding Kodos. That's a rare thing. Usually they kill your Finja with a Stampeding Kodos, so that's pretty nice. But anyway, there's a legendary Regis for $5 subs, and then if you go to 10, you get this sort of like glowy, shiny silver Regis face. It's like a silhouette of me. It's like it's basically the legendary Hearthstone gem with my beard and glasses and hair on it, right? So it's like a legendary gem, but my silhouette features on it, right? You'll see it eventually when it gets approved. But then the silver one is like a shiny silver one for people who do the $10 subscribe option, because if you see, there's like multiple levels of subscriptions that you can actually choose.
Welcome! Boys, make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Jerks, thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription, man. Appreciate it so much. You guys are blowing my mind right now. That's 13 subs in the last hour. That is actually ridiculous. Totally insane. And then the $25 subscriber option, which I honestly would never expect anybody to actually choose that one, because it's $25 a month, which is just insane. It's a golden... It's a golden... Regis, like a glowing golden Regis face, which I think it's silly, right? Like, to make your own face like a thing in a brand is hilarious to me. Like, I think it's ridiculous. The whole thing is kind of ridiculous, but I figure if there's anything recognizable, it's my beard and my glasses and my hair, so that might as well be what we go for with the stream, right? That's a pretty good answer, but at least he does have to sacrifice his full board for this. I think we might just Tide Caller into Spike Ridged. It's kind of cool. And then we can follow up with, like, boom, boom. Just these two, I suppose, but... Or maybe a Grime Street would be a good follow-up, too. We'll have to see. But that's the emotes to start. I only get the 3 right now as an affiliate, but like I mentioned, since we're already like 13 subscribers, like if I apply for partnership, and frankly the fact that I already have 13 subscribers should be pretty convincing, that will give me options for more emotes, so I'd just love to hear you guys' ideas. Tiny Finn says, I myself don't use Twitch, but I Ultrasaur emote and Tiny Finn emote possible. I could add a Tiny Finn emote for you, Tiny Finn. Why don't you send me a note on Twitter? Like, remind me, dude. You've been around so long, I'm happy to add a little Tiny Finn emote for you, much like in the Ultrasaur style, if you will. Is this the Megasaur turn or not? Like, I kind of am worried about... a little bit worried about removal, right? But I also kind of want to play a Murloc to kill that thing. I don't want to go all in too fast. Suppose we could just Curator. We could just Hero Power, right? That actually gets me over the hump. Just Hero Power Hired Gun. Take it a little slower. Make that trade. But then this goes down to 2, and then the Stegodon kills it, so I don't really like that. Let's try to keep this alive for another turn. See what we can do. Maybe we can do something crazy with the Divine Shield, right? So maybe he won't be able to kill it. That's our logic. He might, but now we have more ammunition in hand to make a big Murloc play if we need to. But I don't want to do that until we've seen more removal, because he's clearly... Oh. Whoa. I was not expecting that. Wow. He was clearly a more control deck than me. Why did he concede? That's crazy. I don't know why that happened. I feel like he was in a good position to win. Maybe he realized I was taking it really slow and he was never going to get a big removal turn. I've finally been able to watch your stream. Bored of just watching replays, says Mohab. Well, welcome, man. Happy to have you here live. Hope the replays aren't that boring, but... Uh-oh, we got a Lakers fan guy. The last guy's name could be turned into Laker as well. We got a lot of NBA fans on the stream, so you guys are going to either be happy or sad to see this Laker fan. Who knows? Well, if we can hit a rock pool, this is a pretty sick curve. Watch the game where the caster wouldn't shut up about how cute Tiny Finn is. It was really annoying. That's funny. Who was that? I'm curious. Regis, what's your opinion on this week's Tavern Brawl, says Chaos. I haven't played it yet, so I don't really have an opinion, but it looks pretty degenerate. Like, it looks crazy. This is alright, I guess. We need to hit a 2-drop, though. I mean, Coin War Leader is probably not that bad, depending on how he establishes a board here. I mean, Rock Pool clearly puts him ahead a lot, which would suck, but hopefully he doesn't have it. So, they always have it, so... everybody else always hits the perfect curve against me, so... I never hit a perfect curve, so... Like I said, like, look at my hand now. It's just all garbage. It's not like we're mulliganing unaggressively either, by the way. We're mulliganing pretty hard for what we want. So, I don't know what to do. Coin War Leader is honestly an option. It's really bad, but... because he probably just gets to trade one way. Coin Cold Light's an option, but I think ultimately just have to Hero Power and play catch up. I think we're just going to have to do some kind of board swing or something at some point. And a Hydrologist Paladin deck in the Tavern Brawl. That actually sounds pretty fun. Tons of secrets, always. Like, just... you get to be really annoying with all your secrets. Power Word Glory wins against all minion-based decks in the Tavern Brawl. Ah. That makes sense. They play a bunch of tiny stuff, and you just Power Word Glory everything, and they can never do damage to you, really. That makes sense. It might be fun to try that for a game. Just see what I do. We'll see. I still want to make a go at ranking up here a little bit. If we haven't gotten to like rank 2, 3 stars in the next 30 minutes or so, I may shift gears, but we'll see. Regis, I just remembered something. Once I recommended a 30 Murloc Tiny Fin, add to Dexperiment, and kind of possible with the Tavern Brawl. Yeah, you can get a lot of Tiny Fins in the Tavern Brawl. How come YouTube doesn't keep your past live streams for those who miss them? It sort of does, but they're unlisted. they still kind of get recommended to people sometimes, but they're not like always publicly viewable. This is just all garbage. I'm just gonna keep playing terrible cards off curve. I'm kind of just saving these, hoping for a big swing turn later, guys. We just have the worst hand in history, so we got to do something. You know, kind of cling to our last hope, and then do something special to try to swing the game back in our favor. I don't think doing merely average things and losing our potential to swing the game later is going to be enough to win this one. So, but you can catch past live streams on Twitch too. You don't even have to log in. I don't think you can just go view them on Twitch if you find my Twitch profile. But a lot of the stuff that's like good, that's condensed content, I upload anyway. So all the arena runs and experiments and stuff. So a lot of that gets translated. Hopefully that's enough to keep you busy. You guys honestly watch more videos than I could ever. It's great. Don't get me wrong. I love it, but I'm always surprised how much content people actually are willing to digest. Like, you guys just watch a lot of stuff. It's hard to keep up with everybody's voracious appetites. I gotta keep making more and more stuff for you guys. Playing against Murloc Paladin back to back right now. Pretty annoying. Yeah. Which is weird, because it wasn't even in the Vicious Syndicate report today as the top deck. It was Token Druid for Legend ranks and the top deck for VS. So I'm a little bit surprised that we're seeing it so much. I've been playing it for the last few days because some data I saw, but I don't think a lot of people are looking at that same data. Everything's bad. I just have to keep playing bad plays here. Maybe we go double War Leader next turn. They each have 4 health. If we can bait out the Megasaur here and get a kill on it, like, maybe that puts me in a position to do something. I need to draw, like, Consecration or True Silver or something that wasn't one of these synergy cards. Like a Stonehill Defender probably would have been okay too. I'm just trying to cling here. See what we can do. Token Druid beats Murloc Paladin with Hungry Crab if they still run that. It does. Maybe we should move to Token Druid. As soon as we do, though, we'll see like 7 straight terrible matchups for that. Every time you change decks to beat a meta read, it's like they always shift back and screw you. So, when are you going to do another arena run? I love your arena videos. I'm not totally sure. Not totally sure yet. Potentially tonight. Maybe I'll put it up for a vote. Depending on how, like I said, depending on how this constructed goes. Snar LOL asked me a question about some of the folks who've subscribed tonight, guys. So you probably already know this if you subscribe because I mentioned it earlier, but subscribers are gonna get a link to my Discord. Twitch subs get a link to my Discord to come hang out and talk and stuff. And I'll send those links after the stream. It's kind of hard for me to do it right now, but and there's not really like a good way to post it where only subs see it. And I want it to be exclusive to you guys, so I'll basically send links later tonight. Is the short answer to that question, or perhaps the long answer. 8, 10, 13 damage. So we're pretty much dead to almost everything, and we keep just drawing bad synergy cards and not useful cards. I mean, 5 health is sort of a better number on the War Leader than 4, but this has 5 as well, for at least a little bit. It's just, our hand is just garbage. I think we're just super dead, right? But he has 8. He needs to only play 2 Murlocs or find like a Consecration or something, right? 8, 15. Oh, are we just dead to the board? We're just dead to the board. It actually didn't matter. We couldn't do anything. So what relevance did our play have? We had literally no survivability options. Oh no, we're not dead to the board. He had 8, 10, 12, 13. Oh, we had 13. We were 1 off. That's what I thought. You just had to have 1 point of damage. Or 2, I thought. But. Hey Regis, what kind of music do you listen to? I don't really actively listen to music a lot. I've said this before, like, my favorite band and a band that probably best represents the kind of music I most like is the Avett Brothers, which is sort of I don't know, like folky rock. I don't know how to describe it best, but that vein of music basically is my favorite.
You asked for it.
I will fight with honor.
Guys, we're losing a lot more than I expected. I'm not happy about it. We were just rolling at the beginning of the stream, and then ever since the disconnect, ever since I dropped my internet, it's been miserable. Like, we can't get back ahead. This hand is honestly pretty garbagey. I feel like our curve has just never had that. We've never had that perfect Murloc Paladin curve. We just keep getting awkward, floating a mana here, floating a mana there. Like, Rockpool Hunter would be a dream right now, but we won't see it. We just never... Everything is like a mana off. Now this dies for free to the trade. Everything just feels a bit off. It's one of those nights with this deck. This is not a good play. I don't even really like this card, to be honest with you. Oh, the deck list. The deck list went down... shoot, I forgot. The deck list went down when the stream went down. I'm gonna need to put it back up.
Excuse me.
See if we can figure it out. Oh, great. So we don't even get to establish a Murloc. Oh my god. Get out of here, crazy deck list. There we go. Guys, it's pink. Don't freak out. Don't freak out, guys. It's pink. Okay, there we go. So now, see, we draw the rock pool, but it's off curve. It doesn't help. Every freaking time. It's like, what can we do here? Everything's just a little off. That happens sometimes. It's Hearthstone. It's gonna go pink, no freaking out, says Captain Tars. He knows. He knows how it works around here. You should make a robot Regis emote because you're a robot who doesn't like music. Well, I enjoy music. I'm not someone who, like, it's not one of my, like, hobbies, right? Like, I like having background music. I go to concerts, not a ton, but the fiancé sometimes will drag me to concerts, specifically the Avett Brothers lot, because that's the one band we line up on quite a bit. I enjoy good music. I like movies and TV shows, particularly when they use good music. Like, I love that. I think it's great when a TV show will utilize music in a powerful way, or a movie. Like, for instance, I saw the movie Baby Driver last night. I don't know if you guys have heard of Baby Driver yet. Came out probably this last week. It's a Edgar Wright movie, Scott Pilgrim guy, and Shaun of the Dead, and all that stuff. And it was absolutely fantastic, by the way. Again, one-off. Like, everything is one-off, always. We're one-off from killing the Doomsayer. Every turn. Every turn. We're just a little bit off. Everything's one mana or one damage off every turn. It's that day. But yeah, Baby Driver, it's a weird name, but it's basically a car chase movie. And it's got, like, Jamie Foxx and Kevin Spacey and John Hamm from Mad Men, if you don't know John Hamm. And it was fantastic because of the way it utilized music in the movie. It was really, really good. Like, insanely good. So we'll try to make this stick. It's clearly ripe to removal from a lot of different ways. But we're just in a bad position again on this matchup. Like, we took way too long. We haven't done any damage. We're basically in a non-winning position. It's going to be almost impossible to win from here. Eye for an eye is always an out, though. If we can get him that low, but we have to get him that low, right? Like, we have to get him in range for eye for an eye, or it doesn't help. But that's always one out. But if you guys like car chase movies, you like action movies, the Baby Driver is definitely worth seeing. It's awesome. And it's like a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes right now, too, which is crazy good. But I'm not surprised, because it was crazy good. But anyway, yeah, I like music in environments like that probably more than just, like, as its own thing. I grew up with a brother, though, who was really into music. Like, just really, really into music. So I've seen that side of it, too. It's just never been my thing. You have to believe in the heart of the card, says Roaring Fox 12. Yeah. I don't have a lot of belief right now, honestly. I mean, we have a good board if you can't somehow freeze this out. Like, it's 9, 13, 19. We have 21 damage, so we're getting there. The Coldblight Seer could help, too, but he's only used one Doomsayer and one freeze, so we basically don't have any way to get around freezes, right? That was quite a bit of damage off the board. That removed 9 damage. Death Proof was a good car chase movie. Yeah, it was indeed a great car chase movie. This one is not the same tone as that at all, though. Baby Driver's a lot more sort of lighthearted and fun kind of tone. I don't think we can play around a freeze here. I think we just have to try to make this work. Repentance actually is pretty good against Doomsayer if that's what he tries to do to our board. And since we didn't get Eye for an Eye, I think we'll take the Repentance here. Because we can hit it with Consecration and still do that. And we have the mana for all of that. We want to Eye for an Eye here if we can. Crap. So we didn't hit Eye for an Eye, so we have to win this game legitimately, which is going to be really tough. I guess we'll get away Kodo. It's unlikely to hit the Tyrion, but we can try. We don't have the mana to Hero Power first because I do want a Repentance this turn. I think this is going to be the important turn to Repentance. I'm also not going to attack into that Acolyte. We just don't have the leeway to give up that much damage. I almost want the Getaway Kodo to hit one of these Hydrologists, but if he Flame Strikes, it's going to hit a Rock Pool, which is useless. I'm just going to hold it, just in case. I think we're just dead to Flame Strike, basically. Trade, Flame Strike, but like I said, we just don't have the luxury to play around it right now. Because we were basically committed already, where we had half of our good minions on board. So we were already pretty much all in, or most of the way all in, and it wasn't like it was going to make a huge difference. Tyrion will stick around at this point if he Flame Strikes, though, which is at least quite a bit of damage. Still going through. And it makes this Getaway Kodo much more consistent. It's fine even if the Stonehill gets hit by Kodaway, because we can turn that into a Tyrion, right? I'm not going to Hero Power because I don't want to hit the Getaway Kodo on it. So, like, we're still kind of there. Like, Tyrion's going to give us a lot of damage, theoretically. What is better, Miracle Priest or Purify Priest? I think right now, probably Miracle Priest, but I think after the Quest Org nerf, I think Silence Priest will be better. Really? You guys know I've said this a lot before. I don't think you should tech against yourself. I think it's really sad when a deck techs against its kind. You go at your own brothers in arms, and that makes me sad. Hey Havoc HD, how's it going, man? Yeah, Eater of Secrets clearly puts us in another tough spot. What can we do? Putting 2 of these out at the same time, by the way, I know is not ideal because the weapons override each other. We can kill both in a single turn. But probably not going to get both weapons anyway. You know, I'm not going to get like 30 damage off weapons. So we just need the stats and bodies on the board to try to help. Are we serious right now? Am I disconnecting from Twitch chat? What's happening? Is my internet going out again? No, I'm still here. Twitch chat says I was disconnected, though. Why is that happening? Do you look at YouTube chat, says Andrew Rosenmeyer? No. I do, but just occasionally. I think I'm disconnecting again. Nope. Just Hearthstone? Maybe a little hiccup? Sucky internet tonight. I'm losing the stream, says Jerks. I can see that coming through, though, so that's sort of a good sign. You guys here? Can you guys hear me? Can we see me? Say D's nuts if you're okay. Guys, I wish you could see me winning this game. I don't think you can see me, but I'm winning the game.
Aha!
Am I back yet? Can you guys not see me? So YouTube can see me, but nobody else can see me. Twitch can't see me. Oh, hey, YouTube. Did you guys see that win? That was crazy. I'm glad I spotted it getting distracted by all the hiccups and disconnects and stuff. Twitch bros, can you guys see me yet? Hey guys, can you see me? Hey Twitch, I'm sorry about all the hiccups tonight. It's really rare for me to have any sort of internet hiccup issues. But look at the screen if you missed it. I actually won the game. He went all in on a Antonidas and a Doomsayer and Mirror Image, and I consecrated, attacked with double Tyrians, and I think a Stonehill Defender, and I had a Murloc on board that I was able to buff with my Sunkeeper Tarim to do the final 2 points of damage for lethal. So I won the game. And I'm really, really happy. But I'm going to have to start Hearthstone over again, which means I'm going to have to start the deck tracker over again, all of which is incredibly annoying. And Hearthstone, of course, is bugged out, like always when you close it. So, great. Great story. It's been a super convenient night tonight for streaming. I hope you guys can still see me. Twitch chat, you're not really making me believe that I'm here. Somebody say, Regis, we see you. Somebody say, Regis, you're there. We've confirmed you're safe. We've confirmed you're alive. Regis, I see you. Thank you, jerks. That's all I needed to know. That's it. I can't believe we won that game. He basically put us in a spot. He basically put himself in a spot where he could lose, which I think was a mistake. But maybe he just didn't have the ice block, so maybe that was his only shot. Maybe that was it. Alright guys, I'm going to play one more game. If we win it, we're going to keep playing ladder. If we lose it, we're going to stop playing ladder. And I'm not going to put the deck tracker up right now until we decide for sure what we're going to do, because after this game, if we lose, even if we lose it, I might just take a vote and see what you guys want to do. Because if you want to do arena, I want to make the people happy. Hey Regis, they should have buffed the Warlock quest the same time they nerfed the Rogue quest. Frustrating for me being a Warlock fan. Yeah, it is frustrating. I made a video about the Warlock quest too in the past where I suggested some fixes for it. I agree, but I do think one thing that's nice is when a card is overpowered or unhealthy like Quest Rogue, it's often hard to fix it with new cards. Like, they can't make it worse with new cards, right? It's always just going to be what it is. So they kind of have to nerf it. But if a card's bad, like the Warlock quest, they can release overpowered cards in the future to sort of prop up the Warlock quest. So that might be their solution to fixing the Warlock quest, is simply... I think we got to go this route because of hero power here. Plus, it just lines up better into trades. Just lines up better. We can actually do both of these next turn too, so it should be fine. Grimscale into Rock Pool, assuming this lives, which it should. And even if it doesn't, yeah, it's good anyway. Oh, we got a Jade today, it looks like, boys. Got a Jade in town. And this is finally a good curve for us. Sucks that it hit the other one. It's kind of hoping it hit this one. I think 2 is such a better number against Druid than 1, and that we are going to get buffs on these, that we buff the 1 health guy. We lose out on 1 damage, but this just makes our board considerably more resilient. So when this comes down, it's more likely we have 3 Murlocs alive instead of just 2. Wrath, etc., Swipe, etc. can kind of deny that plan, but this is better against Swipe as well. Just going in on the Jade Behemoth already, okay. You can kill that Jade Behemoth, but how much does it make it more likely that my board dies, right? In other words, are we better off just... Goes to 2, goes to 2, goes to 1. So Swipe, Hero Power, or Swipe Trade kills quite a bit. But it does anyway, right? Like, we're not... No, it doesn't. We kind of do deny the ability for that to do damage. So since we have the Megasaur and we want our Murlocs to live as much as possible, I don't think we're going to trade. Because he can basically only kill one thing right now. He could, like, swipe, but then these would both have much higher health totals than if we all attack. Because basically if I attack, this gets to attack 3 times in a single turn before we Megasaur. If I just wait for him to attack, it gets to attack once in a single turn before I Megasaur, which increases the likelihood that my Murlocs are able to do stuff. And maybe we get, like, Divine Shield to make a trade a little more favorable or whatever it might be, you know. Clearly that's all going to be dictated by his plays. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see, but there was the swipe. So only 2 things are going to live, but like I said, he would actually have been able to kill a 3rd one if we traded, so I think we still made the right call. Just a little frustrating. So what do we want here? +1/+1's actually not bad. Divine Shield's not terrible. It's only really good though if we get like another Murloc. +3 attack is sort of decent. Death Rattle plants, I think, aren't that good. Maybe we just get +3 attack. This trades in. He can trade back or hero power if he wants, but we get to do quite a bit of face damage, and we do need to apply pressure. I think I like that better than Divine Shield, just because it's pressure, and we need to pressure a... absolutely need to pressure a Jade Druid, right? We got to kill him before he stabilizes, so... if we do Tavern Brawl, can we vote on what to use on the Brawl? I don't think Tavern Brawl is going to be my vote. I don't think it's going to be my vote.
Sub button hype. Love the content as always.
Jerks, thanks for the 100 bits, man. Did you guys notice the new bits sound? Instead of using the standard bits sound, I now get to use Murlocs. It goes whenever somebody donates bits, which in my opinion makes the bit donation process 1,000 times better. But Jerks, thanks as always, man, for even more bits. You always throw out so many bits. Greatly appreciated, dude. As always. I think we just play a full board of Murlocs here, right? Next turn we can True Silver Hero Power. This just keeps our curve a little smoother. The question is, which Murloc do we buff? If we buff this, it still dies to the Aya trade, so that feels a little sad. If we buff this, he gets to trade it into here. I don't really know what the right buff answer is here, guys. There may not be a right answer. It's probably between these two. I think it's with this one because it splits our stats the most. And I think we just go face. We have quite a bit of damage with the True Silver in hand, and I don't think he'll be able to clear our board, so there's just a chance we can probably kill him over the next 2 turns. We have to hurry, too. Like, we don't have all day, so let's just make him make bad trades, push as much damage as we can. Committed a lot of mana there to card advantage and not tempo, which I think is good. Because now we have, like, 8. We almost have lethal this turn, frankly. But Earthen Scales is always a problem. Just helps him stabilize so much. So we got to be careful with that. Like, if he has a halfway decent-sized minion on board, you know, it's the kind of thing we might need to trade into. But I don't think this is it. This only gives him 4 armor right now from Earthen Scales. We are so close to lethal. Even with Consecration, it gets us closer. We have 12. Oh my god, we're 1 off lethal! If we had the mana. If only we had the mana. So he might try to taunt up here, but we can get through a taunt. Earthen Scales, Feral Rage, all issues, and he has a lot of cards, so it's likely he has one of those. I think it makes this deck insane. Tan45 agrees. Oh, that's a lot of mana, though. Feral Rage only is possible at this point. Well, Innervate, I guess, changes the math, of course, but that may not be enough. He can't clear a minion here, right? I think that's not enough on its own. If he can Innervate Earthen Scales, he might be alright. Innervate Hero Power is not enough. He's dead. He can't clear a minion, so he's just dead. Yeah. Wow, cool. We won. Alright, but we're still going to do a straw poll here to see what you guys think. God, I really wish my mouse worked right now, because I cannot type or click on my chat. And you guys, I'm leaning over to try to plug in my mouse for one last go and see if it somehow makes it work. I'm just praying. Everybody put like a bless RNG in chat for my mouse. Pray for its health and survival. It's just not, it just has no interest in living, guys. We're gonna have to bring in a scrub mouse to replace it. I don't, you know, I have 25 mice laying around, but this particular one, Crisco's got it. This particular mouse is just doomed. Alright, we're just gonna eyeball a straw poll then. We're just gonna eyeball it. Everybody in chat, tell me what you want. Say if you want more constructed or if you want arena. Say constructed or arena. Type it in chat. And I'm going to do my best to, like, count. Do my best to count. Or just eyeball it. 3 arenas so far. 1 constructed. 4 arenas. 6 arenas to 2 constructeds. 8 arenas to 2 constructeds. 5 constructeds now. 6 constructeds. But we're still at 9 arenas. Oh, it's getting close. Constrina. You idiot. Arena. I think Arena's taking the edge a little bit here, guys. It's closer than I thought, but 1, 2, 3. All right, I think it's Arena by like just a few votes right now, like a couple votes. So we'll do Arena. Let's try to make it a quick one because I don't want to stream all night tonight. Well, let's not try to make it a quick one. Let's try to win, right? First and foremost. I'm not gonna let you guys pick the class. I'm gonna pick the best. I'm gonna pick the best class, which is Mage. And let's get the Hearth Arena Companion app loaded up. Hopefully our internet will survive through all of this process once again. Arena hype. We had a pretty good run last time, guys. We hit 9 wins last run. And frankly, probably could have done more, but the deck wasn't even that great. So I was pretty happy with our result last time. So hopefully we can replicate that again with Mage. My last Mage run went pretty well too, I think, but we didn't have very many good cards in it. Let's see if we can get this working. Here we go. Okay. Alright, guys. Sylvan Swarmer it is, first pick, no doubt. Great in Mage. You get to attack so much. We'll get that Medivh value and just go ham with Sylvan Swarmer. But let's kick off this arena run, guys. As you can see, I have the Hearth Arena Companion app loaded up here, which will help us with our picks a little bit. Just gives us some extra advice. I don't always go alongside it, but sometimes it catches me if I'm making a huge mistake or missing a card that I didn't realize was good. A little less likely in Arena than... Alright, with Mage Arena than other classes I don't play as often. Mage, it's usually more obvious what's pretty good, but still might be helpful. So, first pick, clearly, I agree with Hearth Arena here. Violet Teacher, a lot of upside with Mage spells, and not really bad stats at all for 4-drop. Fireball is really good here. Just great damage sometimes to finish off the game. Otherwise, good removal in the mid-range. Cabal Courier is good here. Just value generation. You can get some really good cards off this bad boy, Jiraxis and stuff. Plus, it's not that bad of a 3-drop. Probably kind of cold here. I don't think I can take Eldritch Horror here. I like Cone of Cold better. We already have some spell synergies kicking. It's Tempo Freezes, I think, are really valuable and even underestimated in Arena. Sometimes you can just freeze out their board and go face, and there's nothing they can do. So I really like Cone of Cold here. Plus, it's just AoE, and AoE is really good in Arena, particularly when you have like your hero power to help line up numbers a little better over multiple turns. You can do a lot of work with Cone of Cold, so I think it's crazy that Eldritch Horror is suggested. That card's just way too slow. Squirming Tentacle is probably the pick here. It's not great, but it's just a taunt, which you need a few taunts to stabilize occasionally. And the stats aren't bad for a 3-drop. Firelands Portal, easy pick here. One of the best, if not the best card in Arena. Giant Mastodon's probably my choice. Yeti's not bad, though. We definitely are going to start skewing towards the late game deck, it looks like. We already have some stall value type slower cards, removal. So Mastodon lines up with that. I like Bomb Squad here. It's not likely to get a lot of secrets for Crystal Runner. This is just good removal. Big swing plays usually. Tar Creeper's fantastic. Good card all around. Just a lot of stats for 3-drop. Steam Surger's my choice here. We may not get a ton of elemental synergy, but we already have one, so we got at least something to work with, right? Stranglethorn Tiger's nice in Mage, because it's sometimes just unavoidable damage, and Mage decks can just win on the back of damage. Ugh, I don't really like any of these. I don't really like these. I'm fine with the logic on Arcane Missiles here. It works well with Violet Teacher, at least. It's occasionally some extra pings. It's fine. Nesting Rock is the pick here. We may not get the taunt, but even if you don't, 4/7's pretty good stats for 5-drop, right? It's kind of an insane card for just a neutral. Yeah, I like Rocketeer. Just more unavoidable damage. Malchus says Shatter's not that bad. It's probably okay with Cone of Cold, right? But when else are we going to have Freeze? We don't know. We may not have that many more freezes. It's possible, but... Anyway, Reckless Rocketeer is pretty obvious there. I guess Arcanologist here just because it's a 2-drop. We don't have a secret yet, but we might get one, and you do need some 2-drops, right? So, Arcanologist fits fine. Firelands Portal again here for me, for sure. Twilight Flamecaller is pretty good. We need a little more early game, and this is some more AoE. Works well with Cone of Cold. Blizzard is fantastic. This makes Shatter better that we missed, but more AoE is always good. Defiance Cleaner is sick against Spike Ridge Steed in particular, so I need Defiance Cleaner in my life for Spike Ridge answers. I like Forbidden Flame and Primordial Glyph. They're both good. Hearth Arena's pretty convinced Primordial Glyph is better, which I'm fine with. It's a great card. We might get a Forbidden Flame off of it. Sometimes might get that meteor we need, right? Zubat is probably my choice here. Hearth Arena suggesting Voodoo Doctor, but I don't think I can buy into that. We actually do have the potential for this to roll on Nesting Rock and Stranglethorn Tiger already, and Mastodon even, so there's potential for the buff. But even if you don't get the buff, it's still just a 3/3/3, which I like better than a 1-drop here. We're clearly not going to be a very early game dominant deck, so this is slightly more mid-range against the other non-value picks. I like Steam Surger again here. Ooh, I don't think we can take Doppelgangster over Steam Surger. We already have a couple elementals, and this actually increases our elemental count, you know? So, I think it helps. Yeah, and it's just a Yeti, basically, right? A reverse Yeti. So I like that. Firefly is really good here with the elementals. Plus, if we do want some early game, that's a good little start. Polymorph, fantastic removal, easy pick here. Those are both just average. Giant Wasp is pretty solid, although we're very heavy on 3-drops, which sucks, but it's still just the best card. 12 years great. Well, we're actually getting heavy on 4-drops too, aren't we? Yeah, we might have to go Corrupted. I can buy into this. It's okay. We lose the potential high roll elemental synergy, but we gain some curve advantages. And it's just a big nasty body, right? We need some big bodies in this deck. I'll take it. I'm fine with that logic. Gadget Zan, is that the best choice? Mana Wraith for the 2-drop? Are we going to hit our own curve though with 3? Sometimes. Alright, we can disrupt our opponents just as much as we disrupt ourselves. I'm okay with it. Frostbolt, definitely we need some early game. Flatten out this curve a little bit. Yeah, Elemental's good. Elemental Synergy, and I just like this card. I think it's actually better than a 54 tier score. It's often trades up so well. I like this logic, and Glyph to finish will be just fine. I like that. Alright, so 2 Glyphs. Fireball. We got a pretty good deck. A couple Firelands Portals. We got some good stuff here, guys. We can work with this. 72.7 is pretty solid tier score, too. Curve's not bad. A lot of variability in what we can do. Some minions, some spells, some high value potential with Primordial Glyph, some high rolls, some damage. We got a lot to do. We got some AoE. It's a pretty balanced deck. Pretty balanced deck. I like it. Let's jump in. Nice curve, Regis. It does look pretty, doesn't it? It's so smooth. Jerks, I think I missed your question while focusing on the draft a little bit there. The bit sound doesn't go up yet. I might make the Murloc intensity increase as you donate more bits. I'm not sure yet, but that's not happening yet. Cool, a non-arrogant American guy. Good to see that they exist. Yeah, I'm actually very humble, frankly. It doesn't sound humble to say a thing like that, but especially in regards to Hearthstone. Not in general life, maybe. I'm fairly confident in life, but in Hearthstone, sometimes I doubt myself, and always happy to hear some advice and hear other people's takes and learn and get better, so maybe I do come off that way a little bit. That must be why so many Europeans like me. Or I don't know if like me is the right word, but watch me. It's probably the accurate word. I get a lot of European viewers, so maybe that's why. An accessible American to Europeans. European sensibility of life has always made a little more sense to me. Like, I think I'd like Europe pretty well. Jerks is getting more bits ready for the increased Murloc intensity. Well, double check with me before you add more bits, because we'll have to make sure we're delivering, right? This is a little iffy against Potion of Madness, but even that's not that bad. Probably Frostbolt ping next turn on a medium-sized minion here. Deny this trade. Establish a little bit. Cabal ping on 5, it looks like. Our hand's a little wonky, but... Whoa. I think I'm just going to play this. We don't have to worry too much about the elemental thing. It's just on curve. We'll just kill that Alarma bot because we don't know what's going to come out the other side. And this is why Alarma bot's so bad, right? We just got to kill 3 mana for free. We're exactly where we were a turn ago. You got no value. Americans love their accents. We do. That's actually true. I like people with accents a lot. That's a pretty good play, I guess. Still leaves me with a board, though, so not too upset about it. I think I'm just going to take this, because honestly, we don't have a great play next turn. And we have minions on the board, and this puts these at 4 health, which is good against Priest. Shatter's not bad when we have Blizzard and Frostbolt, but I think with Polymorph, Fireball, other stuff, I think we'll be okay with that. We'll just do this. This will be our play next turn, probably. Yeah, I do like British accents, Australian accents. Girls, in particular, with accents are awesome, right? I think everybody knows that. Yeah, we can commit to killing it. It's fine. Since we're planning on playing a spell anyway next turn, it's really no pain to play the Mana Wreath here. You think we have ugly accents here in America, LaFleur? I don't know. I feel like I have... I know it's a silly thing to say. Oh my god. Wow. That sucks. That absolutely sucks. Wow. Ugh. I guess we kill it, right? Or at least a part of it. God, what a roll on Forbidden Shaping. Jeez. This really doesn't leave us in a great spot, though. It leaves us with a 2-2 against a 2-2. We could try to stall out with, like, the Tar Creeper, but I don't really know where that gets us. It goes down to 2. Next turn, we could Power Word Tentacles and Zubat. Oh, that just stole, like, every ounce of momentum in the game we had. I'm scared to stall out with the Tar Creeper because of things like Shadow Word Pain, right? Like, I think we just kind of have to deal with this the old school way. We theoretically could have left it up, too, I guess. I don't just went face, maybe. But that doesn't feel very good. I don't know, the whole plan was to deny him a good minion on 6, right? Because we play Mana Wreath. But then the Forbidden Shaping just gave him out. Like, that was... Oh, boy. Let's go as wide as we can here. Try to trade up a little bit. Hopefully he doesn't have a Potion of Madness for this. We're going to be in trouble. Ugliest accent award goes to the German Saxon accent. I guess I don't know that one specifically, but... Oh, God, no. Why? Priest value. Kind of have to play this now if I want to get the elemental value, but the Blizzard here also feels really good, right? We can clear a lot of this junk. Stall this out. But we can't do both because we're at 9 mana, which sucks. He's going to heal this back after we Blizzard to 8. We can deal 5 again. What if we just Steam Surge or Ping for now? Trade in here. Try to get some value out of that body, because otherwise he trades in this way. And we know Blizzard's going to clean that up later anyway. Actually, we can just trade Ping that one, I suppose, with the Flame Geyser. We got to do this. I think we have to get the card out here. We're not going to get enough value out of this game. Question is, do I kill the big one or do I kill the 2 little ones? I guess we kill this one. Splits our stats a little more. Like, he's got 1 good trade. We kind of lost our Blizzard value, but this will always be good. The Steam Surger might not always be good, so kind of went for the thing that I think is I need to play now. Figure out the rest later. He actually hit the operative. Man, this guy's deck's actually crazy for a priest. This is a nutty 0-0 matchup right now. Like, we both have really good decks.
Thank you.
What did he get? What did he get? What did he get? What did he get? What do you want to bet he got, like, Firelands Portal? Glyph into Meteor doesn't really do a ton. We can just Blizzard. We can Glyph now. See what we get. Frostbolt's probably our best bet. Long term. Can actually kill that, I guess. Might as well. Can try to ping this down. It's, you know, he's gonna heal it back to 5, but it might make a difference somewhere along the way. We never know. Pinging face isn't going to accomplish anything, so. Do they get harder or the arena runs as you rank up, or can you have 5 wins and face someone that has 0 wins? You always match up, or I guess like 99.9% of the time, you match up against somebody who has the same win total as you and loss total. So if you're like 5-1, you play people who are 5-1, and if you're 8-2, you play people who are 8-2, etc. Alright, so this is actually enough to trade into the full board here. He can't even heal out of range. But he has 4 cards in hand, and we have... Oh, he did get it! Wow! That sucks. We need one now ourselves. Basically. Wow, I would have went face there. Why are you that worried about a 1-2? I don't think I would have traded there. Mage doesn't have a lot of ways to take advantage of... What do we need here? Flame Strike's pretty good. Cobblest Tome is insane. Is it better than Arcane Intellect, though? On average, are the cards going to be better than the cards I draw, and is the mana cost a consideration? Because I'll have 5 mana if I play Arcane Intellect. What could I get that would really make a difference, right? Not Firelands Portal. This is actually tough. I think this gives me more cards faster, so I have to just hope that this works. And these are garbage. It's not that garbage, but they're a little bit garbage.
Wow.
You definitely don't want this to hit Flame Strike or get Flame Striked. I'm gonna ping both of the... it doesn't really matter, I guess, which one I ping. I'm gonna damage both, though, to make the healing a little more awkward. Like, if I ping here, of course, he can heal it back to 6. If I ping here, he can only heal back to 5, so it makes the Flame Strike probably a little better. If he actually has a silence for that, I'm gonna go on tilt. I'll tell you that. A lot of talk about shatter variations in chat. You guys are getting into some cool theory crafting. I like it. Can we get a budget Murloc deck? Maybe.
Boys,
Maybe you
make some
can.
room by the hearth, won't ya?
Hey, Jason Lee 7, thanks for the subscription, man. Welcome to the team. So hopefully this buff hits this guy. It's probably not going to make a difference this particular turn, but God, can we actually just wait a turn and get like super greedy here, or do we need to do it now? We're not taking that much damage. We could actually even just fireball that dude for now. I don't think we need to. Like, let's just do it. Let's not get too greedy. Good, it hit the silence target. That's perfect. And we'll just counterspell. Maybe he tries like a free from Amber or something. Or a silence, sure. Jerks has got it. Since you stream on YouTube too and I can watch at work, thanks Jason, appreciate it, man. That's 14 subscribers today, guys. What? Oh, that's sad. We could have hit that with the Flame Strike. He's actually healing this. Does he have a silence for that? If so, that's bonkers. I think we play this. It's just fine. Why wouldn't you heal the guy at 2 health? Yeah, we can play that too. Just in case we hit a... We don't have any left, but... So we need to get our Firelands portals to stabilize this game. Ooh, that's pretty good counterspell.
Aha.
Pretty good counterspell, because it makes the Wasp a lot worse. Maybe he has a taunt activator is why he's healing that. I just can't think of a good reason to heal it. Like a Corsair, we can fireball, and that's not a big deal. Never mind. We don't need a fireball. We have Firelance Portal. Oh, that's good. That's pretty good, guys. Golden white eyes, too. That's sick. I think we might actually... Oh! Wow! He hit the fight promoter synergy. Now it all makes sense. There's no way I'm dealing with that thing, though. Like, there's just very little likely value. He's got a good trade there, but nothing I can do about it. I mean, we don't have a bad draw on the deck except for Arcane Missiles. Like, everything we draw at this point is going to be a high-impact card. So, hopefully we don't whiff on Arcane Missiles, like, exactly this turn. And we have removal, too, which is nice. So, oh, it's really... I can't believe he's free from Ambering into Giant Wasp. That is insane. What? What? Is this even worth removing? Screw it, I'm gonna do it. I don't want to mess with it, right? We're gonna have a 10 attack dude swinging around. I don't want to deal with it. Although the highlight potential was high. This is the craziest game ever, and I can't believe we already drew this. That's nuts, too. Like, that's so lucky. Hopefully he doesn't get deathed, right? That's not very good. He can't contest the board. Do we have any lethal draws? Firelance Portal's not a lethal... Oh, Firelance Portal's a lethal draw. There's that Arcane Missiles we were worried about. I'm gonna... yeah, we'll just ping this off. We don't... The math still works out. He can't heal over 10. We don't need to play this. We can save it. In case we need to ping off a small health taunt or something. You killed the meme. I know, guys. I'm all about winning when it comes to Arena, honestly. Oh, he actually had the clear. Good for him. So see, this is a good Arcane Missiles, right? Probably going to kill a minion, and summons me a dude, too. He goes to 7. We have 5 damage in hand. Reckless and Firelance Portal are both lethal top decks. But literally every other pick is fine, too. Oh, that's a good answer to our board. It's a really good answer to our board. It's annoying. He does take a little damage off of it, at least. That's good. And it would be a little scary to play this. But since we're so far ahead, and he's out of cards, and it's probably just lethal on board... He's probably not going to kill it for the heal. It's worth the risk, right? We just have to try. You know, that's game.
Well played.
Whew, I didn't think we were going to win this, guys. This was a crazy long game. Like, crazy long. And I don't know how we stabilized, because he was quite a bit ahead there for a while. I'm actually really happy with how that went. I thought we were dead for sure. Hey, Roland, how's it going, dude? Yeah, there was definitely some dank memes with Naganfogger there. I can't believe that was his best choice. It's the lowest stat minion. I mean, he did know that we had the Wasp in play, though, so he was probably like, well, what can I do? I just gotta hope. Just throw it out there and see what happens. Maybe the Wasp whiffs, and since he was kind of falling behind a little bit on board, maybe he just hoped. It might not have been a bad play, actually. Might have been more than just memes. New Rick and Morty July 30th, says Tingus. Ooh, that's exciting. Big Rick and Morty fan here, so. Probably the smartest show on TV, weirdly enough, for a dumb cartoon. For a dumb cartoon, it's awfully smart. Bernadic says, I'm out, Regis. Have a good night. Enjoy. I have a deep dish pizza for dinner. That's awesome, dude. I wish I had a deep dish pizza for dinner. But thank you again, dude, for the sub love, Bernadic. Appreciate it. Welcome to the club, and thanks for stopping by. And for the support, as always, dude. Have a good one. How do you think of this mage card? 4 mana, 2/6 that says your hero power freezes. That might actually be too good. There was an option that a Primordial Glyph and trade, but 1 health, you know, he might eventually play another dude and we need this to survive. So I said, why don't we just save this for later? The cost reduction makes it kind of free always, but...
That was a mistake.
Yeah, he should have at least zero powered, I think. Rick and Morty's the best thing ever, says Albasant. I don't disagree at all, good sir. That's for sure. Is that worth the fireball? We could just Twilight Flamecaller trade, but that doesn't feel very good. I think it's worth a fireball. We have 5 damage on board. He had to coin it out, so he actually used 2 cards and 5 mana to play that, so... The fireball actually lined up pretty well with it. This thing's doing work right now. Absolutely doing work. I think it's finally time to kill it off, though. Just to keep his board clear going into 6. Don't want him to hit that instant Spike Ridge value, right? And we have a pretty nasty board ourselves. Like, this is a little bit risky. We could have taken a Stranglethorn route where we look to end the game with Burn from Primordial Glyph. But he has a lot of cards in hand, and he's a Paladin, so I'm just going to try to play for stats. There's a chance he can't kill this anyway, and this just does do the damage and pushes us over the hump. But it was a decision to make, right? But I'd rather play the Stranglethorn when we're, like, really close to lethal as opposed to pretty far out. And then maybe we can, like, sneak it in and get an extra hit that finishes him off or whatever. Instead of kind of proactively doing it now, I think it's less good in that environment. That's going to be a good card to have on hand. I think... What do we do here? We could try to hit a Primordial Glyph, like Fireball, for removal. Forbidden Flame's actually pretty solid here. We just get to attack for a lot of damage, protect our board, waste his turn. And this puts us in a pretty good position to win the game. So... Like, we got 9. We could Primordial Glyph into 2 different kinds of lethal here. He's gonna... Oh, yes! God, it's gonna feel so good. So, Primordial Glyph Frostbolt here is lethal. We definitely Defies Cleaner, even if we don't get Frostbolt. Arcane Missiles is not lethal now, but it will be lethal soon, probably. We go ahead and kill this for the same reason we killed it before. And with the Arcane Missiles, we probably have more than enough damage here to win the game. So good against Paladin, guys. That is just bonkers good. Ooh! A challenger approaches, but we still have lethal 11. Yeah, we're good. Like I said, the 6/6 did get to continually attack. That Defies Cleaner, though, is so lethal against Paladin. It's almost like you have to draft one of them just so you have an answer to exactly Spike Ridge Steed. Regis, will you try the new D3 expansion, or are you not into it at all? I'm not into it right now. I actually did play D3 when it first came out. When it sucked, basically, still. When they had, like, the real money auction house, and, like, they hadn't done all the cool stuff they do now. And I played it a ton, even though it wasn't that great then, and then I just burned myself out on it and never came back. So I actually missed the good Diablo 3 time. How's it going, Regis? Any tips for preventing your dogs from chewing through packages left by mail delivery? I don't have any dogs right now, so I don't have any tips. I don't know at all. I mean, I can't even begin to answer that question, I don't think. I don't know. Thoughts on the Quest Rogue nerf? I made a 15-minute video talking about it, which would be a much better resource for my full thoughts, but the gist of it is basically that it's going to kill the deck, and the meta is going to change, but they still didn't change the card in the right way. They made it more high variance, with the potential to still be abused in the future as a really oppressive deck. So Good that they changed it. Good that they took it out of the meta for now, but they left a big door open for it to become a problem again, and I don't like that aspect. Since we hit this and it shuts down this trade, we'll just 3 into 3 into 4. Maybe we hit Tar Creeper, we get a really good Steam Surger. If not, we probably still just play it as a Yeti for pressure. That's always scary. He snap grabbed that. That is almost definitely like a Tyrion or a Sunkeeper. Since we got this alternate line where we can light up that Steam Surger, make that baby glow, we'll go ahead and do this instead. It was 12 minutes, not 15. Forgive me, I only talked at length for 12 minutes. What do you think of a new legendary Murloc called Tiny Fin, King of the Sea, a 1-mana 1/1 that at the end of your turn turns into a random Murloc? It's actually not a bad card, Tiny Fin. Like, I think that feels like it would be kind of balanced, maybe. Well, maybe not, because you could get a pretty big minion right at the beginning of the game. What's the best Murloc you could get? War Leader is a 3/3. I don't know, though, that a 1-mana 3/3 is, like, out of the realm of reality for Hearthstone anymore. Like, that's probably halfway balanced. I guess we've kind of committed to this line. I wish we had the mana to do something else, but we don't. So we're probably going to give him a sort of value trade here, but at least we're getting something out of it. The Flame Geyser is really good. Our hand is all spells. Where is our Violet Teacher? But yeah, that might not be a bad card, Tiny Fin. If it was... Yeah, I think that's actually balanced almost. It's a pretty cool idea. What are the probabilities of getting a legendary in arena into the quests ever pop in arena? No, quests are out of the pool. You can't get quests. Legendaries, I don't know, 1 out of every 5 runs probably for me, something like that. They're not that rare. How do you get your hair to stay up, you freaking Goku? I'm Super Saiyan, dude. It just happens when you go Super Saiyan. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's normally black and goes straight down over my eyes, but as soon as I go Super Saiyan, it just shoots straight up, and it stays that way all day. It's really cool. So we actually have a really good board for what he did here. I think we try to guarantee the kill on the Fledgling. Oh, we can by the trade, actually, too. We can Flame Geyser ping trade. And Arcane Missiles. So let's Flame Geyser first, and then Arcane Missiles. That's all 5 mana. And then we'll ping here if it fails. If something hits... No, let's just do it straight. That way we have a chance of actually killing the Hydrologist. But what if it's redemption, though? Like, that's the risk, right?
Aha!
So I think we have to kill this first. Oh, even that's a problem. Even that's a problem. Crap, I don't know. This is hard. Maybe we just eat the trade here to deny the redemption value. Let's just try to hit. Let's just try to high roll it. Screw it. Oh no, it didn't work. No, it didn't work. Yeah, that's what we were worried about. I called it and it still happened, is what sucks. I still didn't do it. I just said, let's high roll it, and we didn't high roll it, so now we're screwed. Put it, why don't you put it on the Fledgling? I guess he wants to protect the Fledgling, but as long as he doesn't get canopy attacked, we'll just fireball it. Yeah, we tried to high roll it, guys. I mean, we had a pretty good chance of one of the missiles hitting the dude. But see, there wasn't a great way, because if we'd done it to the Fledgling, he would have got a 3-1 Fledgling back, right? So almost any way we went about it, we were going to be in a little bit of bother. You need to hit a Polymorph here, I think. Blizzard's at least a stall. Could we just Blizzard now and Firelands Portal this next turn? Or do we need to be more greedy with the Blizzard? Because we could just kill this now as the original plan. Guess we'll just kill it now. I don't want to get stuck where I don't have the math to kill it. But to really answer the question about the hair, I just blow dry it, which most guys don't do because they don't want to spend the time. But I don't always blow dry it in real life, but I blow dry it for stream because you guys like my hair. And then I put a little bit of pomade in it just to hold it, but really not that much. Honestly, it stays up mostly from blow drying, but the pomade can help a tad. Cone of Cold's actually better because we can land out the Cabal Courier and start actually doing some math here, basically, and setting up some numbers, and still hit the Blizzard too for bigger damage on the... Mind Control's always enticing, but with Water Elemental and Blizzard next turn for turn 8, I think we have to take the Water Ellie to stabilize a board here, basically. Regis, what's your favorite game of all time? Probably technically World of Warcraft, if you talk about like the peak of when I played WoW. I liked Final Fantasy VIII a lot. The first Grand Theft... Well, not the first Grand Theft Auto, but Grand Theft Auto 3, the first 3D Grand Theft Auto. Etc., etc. What else? Well, by that I mean Vice City and all the other Grand Theft Autos too are great. Hearthstone clearly is up there. I mean, I play a lot of Hearthstone, so you can imagine it's fairly high. Yeah, let's just keep doing this, right? Like, he just keeps buffing these dudes, and we just keep knocking them back down. We might need another good Primordial Glyph hit here. We'll test it, and if it fails, we'll probably Firelands Portal and then freeze the big dude again. Because our health total is an actual legitimate concern here. Like, he's probably going to go face there. Oh my god. The tempo off the Dread Corsair is nuts. We need a Blizzard or a Flame Strike off this, I think. Polymorph would be helpful. Firelands Portal's still good. Volatile Elemental doesn't help. Ugh. This is a garbage set of cards. All of our freezes are gone, so Shatter is useless. I think we have the Freezing Potion just for tempo on this 7-6. Like, it's just too good. We can Firelands Portal the big guy here. It adds a little bit of stats to the board, but they're not a high damage amount of stats. And the trading here just lines up better. Hopefully we get like something big and nasty. Oh, that's actually great. It's gonna die a little bit, but by a little bit I mean it's going to die. But it's gonna set up a trade with the Stegodon and save some face damage and add a great card to our deck too. So all of which are good. Find anything good in a Steam summer sale? I actually did buy Total War Warhammer. I really like the Total War games. They're like RTS, military strategy type games, right? And I loved Total War Medieval 2 Total War, I think it's called technically in total. Loved that game a ton, and I like Warhammer because it's, you know, pretty much World of Warcraft half the time. So I think I have to freeze this again, right? Or maybe not. Maybe we just let it make the trade. He has 9. We get punished by Aldor Peacekeeper, right? This thing also lives to the trade, but we get punished by buffs as well, but eventually we can't play around everything. We gotta do something. We have another Blizzard, right? So that's an out to stabilize again. But anyway, Medieval, oh god. That's game. It may not actually be lethal now, but it's well, I don't know, he hurts his dudes too, right? So he's going to have to make a trade with one of the big guys, or he should just go face, but we'll get to trade back in a favorable way, so. Unless he has, like, Hammer of Wrath or something. Or just kills me. Pretty sure he missed lethal, right? Yeah, he missed lethal. He absolutely missed lethal. Because he traded 2 1/1s in, right? Well, he had to trade 1 in, but the other one he could have attacked with these 2 guys. Oh no, he was 1 off still, right? He would have been 1 off. Yeah, he would have been 1 off, it looks like. So I don't think we have an out, right? We can only polymorph. We're just dead. I guess we could have killed a couple things with pinging our own volatile elemental, polymorphing, but he still just had too much damage on hand. Yeah, he was 1 off. 1045's got it. I might have suicided the Threshodon, though, and buffed all of the Murlocs he got out of it, right? Might have been a better play in total. Zubat value, yeah. That's a great play. Polymorphing your own minion so you can get the Zubat value. That guy's deck was tough. That was a tough one, boys. I don't know where we fell behind, but we were basically just always behind, freezing and hoping and praying, never able to stabilize. Felt like he just never ran out of cards, too. Like, he just always had more cards. Was he drawing cards that whole game, or were we just low curved out? It just seemed like we didn't have enough.
You asked for it.
Mana Wraith should be fine. I'm going to look for some 3-drops against Hunter. I'm scared of a really fast start, so... Are you playing Overwatch? Not actively right now, no. I mean, I played it a lot when it first came out. I like it. I love the character design. I love the lore, the story. The world building was all fantastic. I just ended up playing more Hearthstone and Heroes of the Storm just because of the playstyle. First-person shooters are fun for me, but I don't get into them as much from a like completionist standpoint or collecting standpoint, kind of like I do with Hearthstone or Heroes of the Storm, where I'm trying to accrue cards or heroes. Like Overwatch just gave you everything. Didn't feel like I had to rank up, so I never got quite as engaged. I pinged there just because, you know, letting it attack didn't feel good. Playing the Mana Wraith into it didn't feel good. There's always a chance he doesn't have another 2-drop to follow, and he didn't, so that's nice. So now we're a little ahead on curve. This hurt us just as much. Oh, man. Normally I'd say that hurt us just as much as him, but that's a great roll for us, because now we do get to play our 3-drop and kill his minion. Huffer was far and away the worst. Like, he gets some face damage, sure, but he's not actually thinking about trading, is he? Because that would be a dream. Please trade. All day, every day, please trade, sir. Blue E6 says it's almost as if he was drawing a card every turn. Yeah, you're right. That's weird. Why did he get to draw a card every turn and we didn't? I don't like that. Shadow Flame is the best. I wish we could do this. We need heals, but Shadow Flame's pretty good. Reckless Rocketeer into Shadow Flame actually is a sick combo. Do 5 damage to their face and then kill their board. Why trade when face? Well, really, I mean, legitimately, that would be a crazy trade to make. Hopefully he just can't kill this thing, right? Like, maybe he takes a value trade, we get to go off on it a little bit. Don't really have a choice, we kind of have to play it. What would I like to see here? Like a Frostbolt, maybe? I think we gotta take the Meteor. We don't need it yet, but very obviously could at any given point, so... I would honestly take a Polymorph if there was one. Cobblestone's intriguing, but we have a lot of cards left. I'm not that worried about, like, value. I think we have to Frostbolt to keep our Violet Teacher alive, right? Forbidden Flame won't do the trick. We got a Frostbolt, so let's take it. We could... No, let's just do this and not attack. This way... He didn't have a way to kill it last turn. He probably doesn't again this turn, so... He missed 6 damage. Did he not attack face? What did he do? Oh, shoot. Jeez, that's scary. Thank God we have a Meteor.
Welcome! Boys, make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Hey, Adomaxter, man. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, dude. Appreciate it. Welcome. That's, I think that puts us at 15 subs today, guys. Which is day 1. 15 subs on my first day is crazy. It's actually a decent looking Meteor, to tell you the truth. Just Meteor ping. Probably looks pretty good. We get another dude out of it. We have a good follow-up on 7 with Firelands. Like, a good spot. We know, basically, that he's not going to be playing multiple cards per turn for a while. I mean, maybe he could, right? But it's not super likely just because... is that a Polymorph target, or do we just... I think we just trade in these little guys, right? We're worried about Unleash the Hounds eventually, aren't we? No, wait. What is him at 2? 3 or less, so we're not worried about Unleash the Hounds. But still, I think this is a sound play. That is really bad against Hunter. Like, that is the worst possible outcome. Sucks, but we're still in a good spot. Maybe we should have polymorphed it, but no, that's a good polymorph target too. All's good.
I'm ready to learn.
I gotta play dudes. We know there's no poly unleash the hounds. Probably should have put that in the middle for explosive shot, but it's fine. Good turn 9 play. So that was in his hand this whole time. It's no biggie. I think we just go face here, right? Oh, do we have lethal actually? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, is that... how many did I count this for? 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 5 is 13, 14. Yeah, thank God we checked. Whew. Just finished that one off. 7-mana bomb squad feels bad, man. No joke. Especially against Hunter, where your life total is always a concern anyway. That's really problematic. But not a bad start here. Not a bad start. Migo face, says Bluey. You got it. You're a Hunter at heart. Tiny Finn's giving some good advice over there on budget decks, it sounds like, and building a collection. I like that. Talking about little packages of cards, basically. Little things that go together, group up. Like elementals or Murlocs. Yeah, so this is nice early curve. You pumped for 7.3, says Atomaxter. Oh, dude. You guys don't know what he's talking about. The new World of Warcraft patch hit the PTR, Public Test Realm, yesterday, and a ton of crazy cool information just came out, essentially all about it. I'm going to let him sit on that one a little bit, because I really like Elemental into Coin Steam Surger, so we can just play this next turn. Probably gets a good trade. Might just do 1 damage and kill a dude, but there's a chance it kills the Hive Queen as well. Either way, oh, this is great. We're going to have Coin into Coin there and just have a ton of stuff in hand. But back to 7.3, the new patch. I don't want to talk about it too much on stream because there might be people...
Boys, make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
James Uva, thanks. Oh, nice. Wow, why did he do it that way? That was... He could have potentially rolled into a much better trade and had a 1-1 alive if he wanted. Anyway, I don't want to talk about the patch too much and sort of the data mining and stuff. I've read all the spoilers. I don't care. I like to know what's going on. But somebody in chat might not want to be spoiled. But regardless, Adam, crazy stuff, dude. Crazy stuff. I picked the right time to come back to World of Warcraft as a lore fan. Like, the stuff we're seeing is just bonkers cool. And I can't even imagine what all of it means. But it's an exciting time to be a WoW player, that's for sure. We got to keep rolling here. We're never going to get the opportunity again. He's going to get what looks like a good trade, right? Let's make him make it, though, right? Like, he might True Silver trade. He doesn't have a good way to do a ping, though, I don't think so. These Flame Geysers are going to be really good with this Pilot Teacher. We'll probably just play the heal bot on 5, though. No need to get fancy. What do you even get with a subscription anyway? I've never subscribed before, LOL. Good question, James Uva. And thanks for subscribing without any regards for the actual rewards. It's nice of you to show your faith that way. I appreciate it. Ooh, I think we just take some good trades here, right? Like we can Flame Geyser, trade, ping, Firefly. Does that really do enough, though? Like, yeah, I guess we need to clear because he's going into Spike Ridge turn. Yeah, we kind of have to. He doesn't do a lot to stabilize the board, but I think it's the best play. But anyway, for subscribing on Twitch, there's some base level Twitch stuff. You get emotes to use them in my chat or any chat, but they're Regis Gilbin exclusive emotes. Currently, there's only one because I'm an affiliate, but looks like with this many subscribers, I'm sure before too long I'll be a partner and there'll be even more emotes. So cool Regis themed stuff. You get like the removal of ads on my channel, although if you're on Twitch Prime, it probably already happens for you. But I have a couple extra special things that you probably missed when I described them earlier, but you're going to get access to my Discord channel, and I'm going to send out that link to everybody tonight, actually, that's a subscriber. And I'm also going to do a crafting guide database / spreadsheet that I'm going to be updating over time, and it's going to give advice on the best cards to craft at any given time in an expansion, and so on and so forth. I think we'll just Violet Teacher Flame Geyser, make a value trade here. Puts a lot of stuff on the board. We can reload pretty well if he ever consecrates too. We're still in trouble with Spikered Steed, but I don't know that we had a good way to kill everything just from our position, but we have such card advantage right now. I think we're still in an okay spot regardless. Arcane Missile's probably good to soften up this board. We can try at the very least. If we whiff, we can maybe ping... Nah, we might want to heal bot ping. Let's just see how this goes. We don't have a good way to kill that 4 health, though. That's the problem. Flame Geyser over ping. Yeah, just because it summons a dude. The ping doesn't summon this dude off the Violet Teacher. So it gets me 1 extra stat and an extra... Well, the minion in hand probably doesn't matter much, but just the 1 extra stat is nice. And the dude on board, of course, too. So let's see how this hits. I think we're... The only thing that would be really bad, perhaps, is if it hit the Smuggler twice. But we wanted to hit this and this, mostly, I think. Smuggler once is not perfect, but it's okay. We could try to get fancy here, but I don't really think we need to. If he wants to make the trade into that Violet Teacher, we don't have any spells left in hand. It's really just a 3-1 right now to us, so let's just let's let him make that trade and play the stats. In other words, we could have played like a taunt to protect it, but it's kind of bait for him at this point. So I don't think it really really helps to try to protect it. Just let him have it. We could trade back or ping back or whatever. Hand's a little wonky. We need a good card. Hand's just a little off right now. I am absolutely flabbergasted by that trade. I just can't imagine a reason you'd ever make that trade and leave this up. Like, what if I have spells? Maybe that signals, maybe that signals consecration, but we're gonna... I mean, we're gonna play into consecration a little bit, but not really, because this is a pretty sick play. We get a 3/3 Wasp to play around consecration, so I'm okay with it. Tan45 says, I was just casually playing practice mode, practice on expert mode, and got 100 gold for beating all of them. I'm just finding this out now. Yeah, there's all kinds of little hidden quests like that. You should look up a list to make sure you've done all of them, because that's a great way to build out your collection, honestly. Yeah, this is fine. God, I might attack with the Wasp, honestly, guys. We have the Polymorph in hand. It's not something that's likely to die. Even if he does, like, Hammer of Wrathit or whatever, it's like, okay, you used half your turn. We got some damage out of it. I think it's going to live anyway, so why don't we just attack with it? What's the real risk? I always say things like that, and then something happens where I'm like, oh, that's the risk. I regret that. But with Polymorph in hand in particular, like, we should just be able to kill him before this becomes an issue. This guy's a little bit of a concern, of course, because if he ever does pick that off, we lose some health total, but it should get to attack at least once. It's already killed 2 minions, so it's gotten a lot of value regardless. And if we're going to kill it, now would be the time, because it's only going to heal 5 instead of 8. So if we get a good trade on it, we might just take it now and then start hammering face. And it looks like we have a lot of cards to him, but he probably knows two of these suck.
Well played.
Is he just going to concede?
Reporting for duty.
Spiker's Steed, that's fine. That's a pretty good polymorph target to my mind.
The victory is yours.
Cool. Easy. Captain Tar says, LOL, I only just got around to finishing Heroic Nex and Black Rock a few days ago. I honestly don't know if I finished all the Heroics. I usually just blast through the normals to get the cards and then don't go back to it. Because all I care about is the cards and the new meta. So, I might need to do that myself, particularly now that they're like gone and you don't get to do them anymore. So, it might be a fun diversion someday. Pikmin Warlord says the expansion will probably be announced sometime next week. Yeah, it's in fact confirmed to be announced July 6th. Or July 7th if you're in Europe, but July 6th for those of us here in the US. So, it's a pretty good hand. We can save the Elemental till 3 for the Steam Surger if we need to. Or maybe play it on 2 and coin this out on 3, depending on how the board looks, right? But we'll have to make that call. Because Mana Wraith's a good 2-drop too. Especially if you know, Mana Wraith makes this thing a little more expensive, but that's fine because you don't have a great turn anyway. Leonard wants to know why there aren't going to be any more adventures. I don't really know why, just that Blizzard basically said there won't be. That's why. I think they just want to put out more cards and sell more cards, basically, and adventures, although much more efficient for players, don't make Blizzard quite as much money because there's less packs to be bought. And you kind of get your guaranteed legendaries and stuff, so it might suck for players, but Blizzard seems to like it. I think we're fine to go this route, aren't we? If I Mana Wraith, can play this on 3. Maybe he kills the Mana Wraith. Maybe it shuts down his play. He didn't have a turn 2, so maybe this actually is just better. It might slow down our Steam Surger, but we can always line it up whenever we want with the Flame Ellie, so. But hopefully he just whiffs again, because he had the hero power last time, right? So we're just kind of squeezing in little bits of damage over time, all of which are always really good against Rogue, because Rogue takes a lot of damage anyway. So if this dies, we can play it straight. If not, we can coin it out. We're going to pretty much commit to the Steam Surger regardless. It's kind of annoying that he played that, because now our Steam Surger dies to a pretty good trade. But he's still taking a lot of damage in this process. Like, he's already down to 20. And we have already 5 damage in hand. We've got the ping. We've got a fireball in deck. He's still using his weapon to trade. So we're doing some work. And a 3-drop into a 4-drop's not even that bad of a trade anyway, if you think about it. Like, it looks bad because it's a 2/2 into a 4 health minion, but at the end of the day, not that bad. We can play the Nesting Rock even if he clears here, just for stats. Again, with the Stranglethorn, I like to save the Stranglethorn for unavoidable damage later, not for board trading and board management, right? Alternatively, we could just Bomb Squad to clear. I think that's okay. Doesn't develop a ton of stats, though. Nah, it's alright. We have a lot of spells. I don't want to inadvertently give that thing a ton of value. Plus, developing big minions is always, you know, just susceptible to Vile Spine and stuff. I'd rather go a little wider than tall, but we may have trouble with that in this particular hand. But cleaner on 6 is nice. Whether we get value or not. It's just an ogre sometimes, right? Oh boy, that's risky. Oh, that's actually really good. Wow. That's scary good.
Just act natural.
That's also scary good. We are going to get value.
Well played.
Not that it's particularly relevant, probably, because our health total's so high anyway, but this ping is so good. You know, because the whole thing we were talking about is like he's gonna constantly be using his weapon to do face damage to himself, so we gain a little advantage. But it turns out if you don't actually use your weapon, you don't take any face damage. So we can put him to 13 here, have the tiger on board with 6 in hand. Puts us real close to lethal. Like just paying to take him to 13. Tiger's in hand. Tiger's on board. It does 5. So he goes down to 8. And then we'd have 6 in hand. With a couple different potential lethal draws, basically, with Fireland's Portal. The question is, are we maybe a turn too soon for that? Because we could, like, clear and Stranglethorn anyway. Or clear and Nesting Rock. And we'll get the Flame Geyser back from the Steam Surger anyway, because we'll get the Elemental to play eventually. And the Nesting Rock probably sticks around. We still have the Tiger as an option. So yeah, I think I like this just a little bit better. Because this thing's going to die anyway to the ping for free. So let's just get some value out of it. This does probably as much damage next turn. It might die to a Vile Spine or something. But I don't know if we can ever play this Corrupted Healbot though. Rogue has too many good ways to remove this, unlike Paladin last game. Or whichever game that was. Here's the Vile Spine. That's alright. We can load up with 2 stealthy dudes here. Oh my god, that's so much damage. This to get through a taunt, this to do damage. This is 8 damage plus 7 is 15. So we're going to be like 1 off. He's also got the taunt. Ugh, a taunt. Thankfully we do have the Wasp at least. And a lot of health to work with, which is nice too. Volatile Ellie is fine. Yeah, we're just gonna go in. We can get 6 damage off these cards next turn. We have the mana too, right? It's 6, 8, 10, yeah. So, unless he heals himself, exactly. We're good through taunt even. He has to clear the board too, which probably trivial given his hero power, but means he's not spending all of his mana on stabilization. Can't actually clear completely, so that puts us even better off. Never mind. But he still hasn't healed. Looks like we're good to go. Yeah, we did it, boys. Face is the place with the helpful hardware folks. No, that's not how it goes. That's not it. That's not it. 5 and 1 though, right? It's pretty good. Nightwear FR, I'm doing pretty well. Nightwear, how you doing, man? Sinnigan says Shadow Rogue would be actually a good way to introduce this class to a real control deck. Yeah, it would help. You're right.
I will fight with honor.
You asked for it.
Schnoodles says I've been free to play for the last year, and I have finally made it to rank 10. Well, congrats, man. It's always a nice hurdle to get over. He also says, all heroes are level 60 and all the adventures have been completed. I really like this game, but darn, a year to get to rank 10, I must really suck. No, that's not that bad. Some people just come at different paces, right? Like, if you aren't really familiar with card games in the past, if you don't have a ton of just base card level experience, there's a lot of basics to learn. But there's no shame in... No shame at all at... Yeah, this is actually fairly fine. We might lose some elemental flexibility with the darn Steam Surgers, but you know, just getting stats out is nice. We do have a bit of a curve, so. But don't be ashamed, man. It took me a while to get to rank 10 too. Maybe not a full year, but at least a few months, I think. Since this lines up so well here, I'm just happy to. He can't coin Consecration or anything. Paladin has trouble doing 1 damage anyway. Probably can't buff it very easily because he used the coin. He might just be stuck here. We don't have a good answer for it. If he does, just play a 3-drop. But regardless, we're happy to just sit, park it, do our thing. That rogue looks so weird. Yeah, with the shadow form, it did look a little crazy. Yeah, see, as you can see, Schnoodles, a lot of people chiming in here. Not everybody is hitting rank. It's not like we're hitting rank 10 first month or anything, right? Of course, when I did it, it was like 2014, pre-Naxxramas, or probably right around Naxxramas when I hit. No, I bet I hit rank 10 before Naxxramas. That's actually just fine. We need to ping anyway. We don't have a play, so this is worth it. Worth to sacrifice a minion. I suppose technically we should have left the Firefly alive, but I don't think we have any ways to pull minions back to our hand. It'd be very difficult to get one in this particular game, so should be okay. Still happy to have this in hand with Paladins, of course. Glyph could kick off something good this turn. What's the card I want to see more than anything else? I don't really know. Oh, that's actually good against that, too, but we want to save it, of course. Oh, this is a pretty good on-curve drop. We do not have to get Philo Teacher value right now. That's for sure. This is bad against Aldor Peacekeeper, I suppose, but not a ton else.
Aha!
It's a good hand quality, though. Good hand quality. I don't want to waste this. As good of a play as it is, I just don't think we can waste it. Let's glyph into something good. Tome is fine. Do we play it now? Yeah, we do. We have a board, so. Unfortunately, we have to make this stupid trade. I didn't actually see Arcane Missiles. That would have been a pretty good Arcane Missiles. It was very, very likely to hit. We had to do it because of Spike Ridged. Well, we didn't even really... Yeah, we did, because he got instant value. Spikers were fine with the cleaner, but he still would have got to make a good trade and clear our minions, so... We should have done this, though. I didn't see this. I just went for board. This had, like, a super high chance to hit. Because we only had to hit once, right? Because we had the minion. Didn't have to hit twice, so... Something like a 66% chance to hit. Regis, have you ever played the PTCG? I don't know what that stands for, so I'm guessing no. I don't know what that means. It sounds like collectible game. Card game. PT, what does that stand for? Fill me in, Albasant. But I really haven't played many other card games than just Hearthstone. Well, since I played Hearthstone, I've played a few new ones that came out and stuff, but Hearthstone was really my first big card game. That's not that great of a play, by the way, equalitying 6/6 like that. We'll have to take this route. Alright. There's actually a chance he can't kill it, so... Maybe we should have killed this, but... Like I said, we have the answer with Cleaner, but he'll get a pretty good Spike Ridge now. Mind Cleaver's fine. He takes a boatload of damage here. Jeez, dude. He just took 12 off Leroy. That's sick. Absolutely crazy. We gotta hold this still. Like, we could Blizzard here, but it feels like we don't really need to. This puts me at 10 cards, but... what else can I do? Arcane Missiles? Not much. Maybe we just, like... Squirming Tentacles just dies to that, though, so... I don't think that feels very good. Maybe just, like, Arcane Missiles, Giant Wasp? And Zubat? That's pretty good. Zubat dies to the trade, but it's not as bad as the taunt, right? Because it only has 3 health. Shame on you, Reed, just thinking about Leroy to trade. I did actually think about it for half a second. I was like, does this ever make sense? He gets some value, but we still have the great, great, great answer here. So I'm happy. We'll just ping off too. Oh, actually, we may not need to ping. Let's Arcane Missiles, because the 2-1's actually a little annoying. I think we can save here. I wouldn't mind doing the damage, but since he has the weapon up to clear it pretty easily, put ourselves in a position to win, maybe, by holding. Just save it until we need the 3. It's not going to die to Consecration, so... Unlike normal, or Primordial Drake, which it normally dies to. The Zubat has actually been clutch on this Wasp. It's crazy good. I don't know if that's worth... Yeah, that's worth Blizzarding with the 1/1s, too. That's a Blizzard target for sure. Blizzard Tentacle's fine. Blizzard Elemental Ping is probably better. We don't have lethal, do we? No. We're getting close, though. Oh, actually, let's just push a polymorph instead. Does the ping make a difference on the lethal math, though? If you put him to 7... If he hits the elemental with a weapon, he goes to 6. We'd have 4. I don't think so. Let's just polymorph in case he plays something gross. He won't know what this is, so he might have a card to test with, right? Ah, whiff. He top decked that one too, so he may not have had that. We might have actually had a good answer there. We can probably Kabbalist Tome into lethal, or just draw it too with Fireball or Firelands Portal. Man, that clutch Potion of Polymorph. So what's a good draw? Portal, Rocketeer, Tiger, Fireball, of course. Oh, that's in the way a little bit. Might have to make that trade. If we don't draw a lethal type play, let's open with Kabbalist Tome, see what we get. Like, I kind of want a polymorph, but then it's what if we need it for, like, Tyrion, you know? I guess we can always kill a Tyrion leader with the Wasp too. The Wasp is not going anywhere. This is awkward though. Like, this is gonna be junk against Paladin. I don't know how we got 2 vaporizes. Like, ugh. That's not a good hand. Oh no! Wow! Oh my god, we've been counting on that dude. No way. Spell damage, Avenging Wrath. Like, get out of town, dude. That's gross. Yeah, I'm not that worried about our damage, our life total, so... I'm gonna ping, because the Tiger ping puts us at 6. This elemental means Steam Surger becomes a top deck lethal draw. We're actually falling behind a little bit, though. This is a little bit scary. Like, a taunt now puts him in the game, because we were kind of banking on that Wasp to win us the game off a taunt, right? But let's see, I missed it. Oh, Pokemon trading card game. Got it. No, I never played Pokemon, but it looks cool. I don't know that anything matters here. That's fine. Wish that could hit face. That'd be crazy. If that card could hit face, man. I don't know if it'd be better or worse, though, honestly. It might actually be a little worse. Because sometimes you don't want it to hit face. Like, now it would have been amazing, but... So we still have, what, 3 instant lethal draws, probably 4. Unless he taunts up here. That could be a taunt. That could be a problem. If we could catch up with the pings, Vaporize gets a little better, but it's going to be really hard because... Ugh. Because of these guys, right? Whew. That was actually kind of scary, guys. We were almost dead. That got closer than it should have been. That Avenging Wrath was crazy. 6 damage didn't hurt him, but the clearing the Wasp is what was really, really good. Giant Wasp isn't that giant. Well, it's giant for a Wasp, though. Think about it. Like, a Silverhand Recruit is a 1-1. That's a full-size dude. A human being is a 1-1. So that Wasp is a 2-2? Does that mean it's twice the size as a dude? Think about it. Think about it. That's a giant Wasp, right? Pokemon's meant for children, but it was taken over by neckbeards. You mean like Hearthstone? You mean like Hearthstone? Yeah, this hand is kind of garbagey. It's all damage. So, but you can't do damage. You can't kill him unless you get some minions out, right? So we'll need to draw something here. I'm watching this at 4 a.m. in Portugal, says Tomas Lucas. Thanks, dude. Thanks for the support. It's early. It's early to be watching a Hearthstone stream. Do we need to maybe get something to help us catch up here? Because we don't have a great hand. I don't think so. Let's just take the best card, right? We can Zubat next turn if we need to. We can Frostbolt to clear. We should be okay. Give it +3 attack, you greedy pig. Yeah. Oh, man. That Arcane Explosion would feel really good right now, guys. We could Frostbolt Arcane Explosion to clear his board. How good would that be? I'm sad now. I'm really sad we didn't take it. I'm really sad. He's got a great trade here. But we're not taking that much damage at the end of the day. And we can actually Fire Lance Portal this turn. And I think we probably will. We'll just Fire Lance Portal that. Get a good 5-drop out. It's going to be an amazing play. This is where we start to stabilize. Oh, that's a good one too. 4-5 is fine. It's not a super high roll, but it's better than a 2-2 that does 5 to my face, right? That's the low roll. 9:50 p.m. for Kansas. You're pretty close to me, Sean. I'm in Missouri. Also 9:50 p.m. Yeah, it's not a strong board, but it's kind of an annoying board, you know? Ooh. He has a lot of stuff that would be very good against Spreading Madness. I'm going to take it. I mean, Death typically would be the best card here. But just because where we're at in the game, I think I have to take this. And we're going to basically set up in a way that he's going to make trades here that makes this even better. He's going to trade, probably trade these two in. We want to kill these two things. That's fine. Now you can't really trade. That doesn't change his trading much. Yeah, this got worse, actually. We may just play it straight now with, like, Tiger or Ellie. Kona Cold's pretty good. Kona Cold into Ellie. Save some life here. Set up a good trade. Ping trade clears the board as far as we can tell. Now I sort of regret the Spreading Madness. Wish I had a Death, but I think our logic was sound. It's just the board state changed enough that... And he traded in a way that was unfavorable to that. Yeah, Fireball... Can't quite clean this up perfectly, can we? We're going to kind of take a 50-50 on these guys. Yeah, we can just... we can save the ping and maybe Frost... Yeah, we'll just clear here. He's running out of cards, so... We'll just clear. Frostbolt, whichever one's not the target. And he's out of cards, so we should be able to stabilize pretty easily here. We can do, like, Spreading Madness to clear... Or try to clear if you play small stuff into the heal bot.
Aha!
That's a lot of damage. That's actually a problem. God, we're gonna have to race a little bit, I think.
Aha!
This potentially does just as much to me as it does to him, so it's kind of scary to play, because he has 8 more damage incoming. I think we're still gonna do it. So far I haven't been hit. It's been perfect. If we don't kill that minion, I'm going to rage quit. Okay. So I think we took... How much did we take ourselves? We took 3, but we killed 2. So we kind of lost 1 health through that. But we did 4 to him and cleared his board, so... Might still be worth. We need to find a taunt, though. Because there's a lot of these dudes. Oh, cool. There's a taunt. We just have to get these stats out. It's not about the elemental synergy right now. We can actually play this for elementals next turn and the Rocketeer. But we need to stay alive. He's going to hit this, go 2, we're at 5 health. Ooh. Wow, that's a pretty good play. We're 2 damage off lethal right now. Is he going to clear? Wow, I don't like that play. I think you put me in Consecration range if you have a Consecration in your deck at all. Huh. He's gonna full clear. I can't believe he's wasting that damage. Does he have something in hand that we don't know about? Oh my god, and he just gave me health. This is mind-boggling. This is going to be an amazing play. Oh my god. I am absolutely flabbergasted right now. I think he just let me win the game. I think we just win now. I think he had a great chance to put us on 2 and push us out, but instead he just threw. Wow. Now we're at 15 with cards and board. I just can't fathom this. And now he's like all in, but he could have had a great all-in play. I think if you're watching out there, this is a great opportunity to learn, because I think this guy threw the game. We're going to clear what we can, play a device cleaner. Maybe we just actually play Tiger Wasp. I think that's better. I mean, there's a chance he still finds it, right? Like, he can still get out of this, but he's just top-ticking 1 card at a time. We're going to completely clear his board here soon. He has 7 damage, so we're still at 6 health. It's going to be really hard. We have an answer for Spike Ridged and Tyrion. Burglary Bully is annoying, but we'll just clear it with the Wasp. He's still trading instead of pushing face. You have to turn the corner eventually, guys. You just have to. Oh my god, Blizzard is even better. And I don't even care about giving him a coin. The coin is totally irrelevant. Because, you know, he's not going to have an 11 mana card to play, right? He's drawing 1 card per turn. In case he gets Consecration, I think I'm going to go ahead and make this trade. Just because Consecration removes the ability to kill it. So I guess technically we gave him a coin for free, but again, it doesn't matter, and it actually makes him worse against Divine Favor, I guess, technically.
Reporting for duty.
Not a bad draw. The Cobra, I guess we just kill it with the Rocketeer. I don't know. It really feels bad, but
Can I light your fire?
it feels pretty bad. But I don't want to kill it with the Tiger, and the ping doesn't do enough, and the damage might matter, so let's just kill it with a Rocketeer. We should be able to keep up with him now any given turn. Our draws, we only have a couple bad draws. That's pretty weak.
Reporting for duty.
Promotoglyph's good. I think Arcane Intellect is going to give us the best results. Meteors we're unlikely to need. We're going to get some good stuff off Arcane Intellect here. This feels pretty weak as far as developing the board is concerned, but I also don't want to have to send a Tiger into a 1/1, which I think I will. We don't have lethal, do we? 12? No, not quite. Oh, that's great news, actually. I think that means we can send the Tiger face. Just because we know we have a taunt to protect us now from that little incidental damage. So we're good. We have 12 damage. This is potentially 15, 16. Whew. Whew. That was scary. We'll just hold it. There's no reason to use it. Might matter. Who knows? Anybody remember Duelist? That had a ton of potential. Yeah, I actually like Duelist. I played Duelist a little bit. It was pretty sweet.
Reporting for duty.
Guess we should have played this in hindsight because we'd have lethal, but we don't really have a way to know that, right? Is there any way for this to work out perfectly? Not really, but that's probably as good as we were going to get. Do we play this, guys, or not? If he draws exactly Tyrion, if we play it, do we have an answer to Tyrion? We have an answer to Tyrion, but we wouldn't have lethal, and we'd give him the weapon. I honestly don't think we play it. This should be enough. Like, if he draws Consecration, this lives, and we're fine. What one card can he draw? There's no card. This gives us the Tyrion answer or the Spike Wrist answer, so I think we hold it. Yeah, Jorks agrees. We don't need it, so why play it? Hey, 7 wins, guys. That's the goal, always. We've had a good stretch of arenas lately, man. I'm doing some work in arena these days. I feel like I'm much better than I used to be as far as win rate is concerned. I don't know if that's... I think, honestly, streaming helps a little bit, because I talk through plays, and it really helps me vocalize what I'm thinking, and so you guys are always helpful. Chat is legitimately helpful sometimes, but I rarely notice it in time. Like, you guys tell me stuff, but I'm always too busy talking through dumb plays before I see what you guys had to say.
You asked for it.
I don't really think we want to keep this against Priest early. We can keep the Steam Surger, though. Maybe we should have mulliganed for an early drop, but I think we're okay. We have 2 draws to basically hit a 2-drop or a playable card. Ping is always fine, too. Priest is not traditionally known for their fast starts. Dude, you're on your way to best Crip. No, I won't best Crip, but... let's actually ping and then just play that thing next turn with a ping to set up for the turn 4. So the Murloc Druid I tried to build failed horribly. What was in it? I'm curious. I've seen a Murloc Druid list somewhere out there, but I don't really remember. Sinnigan says, I don't know, another Bog Creeper would have been devastating. Both sides had their advantages. Yeah, that's true. Top deck Bog Creeper would have been tough. I don't... yeah, I guess if we had gotten the Creeper... I'm gonna save that one. I don't think it really helps to play it. Yeah, I don't... We would have had to send all the minions into it anyway, right? To play the, yeah. I don't know. Definitely debatable. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's just better to play the stats when you can, on average. This into this is pretty exciting. This looks like it might actually land too against Priest. It's insane. Even, honestly, if it doesn't get taunt, I don't even care. Yeah, this will be just fine. He can trade the Tiger and heal, but that commits quite a bit of mana. If he doesn't heal, we can Flame Geyser or ping. Blizzard might actually line up too, depending on what he does here. Holy Nova's pretty good. We can still... let's just Violet Teacher Frostbolt, it's fine. 10 to face off this guy is pretty good. And we got 9 on board. Got AoE. We got a little bit of direct damage. Got some generation. We're in a good spot. We're in a pretty good spot. How much WoW lore is there left to draw upon? That's a really, really good question. Because they're basically already... Ooh, that hurts. That really hurts.
I'm ready to learn.
I don't know if I like that Potion of Madness. He basically just swung a 1-1. I don't know if that's worth it. I want to use this Firelance Portal on something material, so I'm going to hold Shifting Shade's great, that's fine. But yeah, I mean, basically, if you guys aren't familiar with Warcraft lore, like Sargeras has always been the big bad guy that's causing all the problems. And it's like now in the game, you're on Sargeras' doorstep, ready to kill him, basically, as far as we can tell. So what's next? They've kind of teased these Void Lord dudes, and those are pretty cool. So those might be one way to go. Clearly, they're going to be the way they go, but at the end of the day, I don't know if it's not bad. I don't know how much is left, right? Like, how far can they go? I think every point of damage matters. Let's play it. We've got some stuff to work with. We got elementals. Let's just throw it out there. Play around the Stolen Meteor here a little bit. No doubt he'll somehow steal a Meteor and play it. That was a good Defies Cleaner. Denied us a card. Thankfully, we still kept the body, though, and we're pushing a lot of damage through. We have 9, 10, 13 damage available right now. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a good Flame Geyser target. Got less good all of a sudden, didn't it? Wish Defiance Cleaner worked on that. I think we just have to make that trade, right? Like, we could technically kill it. Well, we can Flame Geyser trade ping. That's not bad. Let's do that. And then... this applies more damage pressure than does the Tar Creeper, so I think we'll do this instead. Because the Tar Creeper, right, only attacks for 1 on our given turn. But keeping this alive against Priest seems fairly valuable. Plus, he made a weird trade into it. So now he's going to feel bad about that. Oof. God. Not so bad now, I guess. Now it makes a little more sense. Ugh. This guy's just like going toe-to-toe with us every turn. I don't think we can polymorph that. I think we just trade ping into that, but it feels so bad. Maybe we just kind of ignore it. Like, how many spells is he actually likely to have? So in other words, just Defiance Cleaner Tar Creeper. Go 3 to the face.
Just act.
Because, you know, there's just not that many spells in Arena. Remember in WoW how tiny Gadgetzan was, and in Hearthstone it's a glimmering city full of gangs? Yeah, there's like 5 buildings in Gadgetzan and World of Warcraft, and then supposedly in this game, you know, there's 75 bajillion different things going on. Oh, we have a good answer for Ysera, actually. It's sad that he gets a card off of it already, though. Wow, he actually had a ton of heals. Great. Great news. But thankfully, we're going to be in a pretty good position after this turn, assuming he doesn't... assuming he doesn't hit exactly... Ysera Awakens is kind of bad for us, right? Because our board dies, but anything else is probably okay. We can deal with... We can deal with the 3/5. We can deal with the Drake pretty easily with Firelands Portal. So hopefully it's like a Drake or Nightmare or something. Dragonfire Potion. I think we'll just... God, do we actually just play the Rocketeer here? Because he doesn't have a trade into it? We just Rocketeer ping? Like, does he have to Shadow Word Death it, you know? Like, he's not going to buff his minion. Let's just do it. We can Firelands Portal something of value later. Let's not even ping that. Let's just ping face. We're going to use an AoE anyway. Let's see if we can kill it. It's kind of funny. It's not a play you make often, but Priest might have trouble killing it. He could Nightmare his... I'm reading Nightmare, by the way, based on the fact that he hasn't played it yet. Although he didn't need to on our board, because if Dragonfire Potion was all he needed... Some other streamer did a segment on the WoW Gadgetzan. Yeah, it's hilarious how different it is. Oh, come on, dude. That is 100% uncool. Ugh, I think that's game. I'm gonna go this Firelands Portal to face, guys. I think that's our only out here. We can do 10. Maybe it gives me Leroy and I put him to 4. We could play the Stranglethorn next turn, stall out with Blizzard. But it's just so risky against Priest, but I can't do anything else, right? Like I guess we could Blizzard, but then we can't develop a minion. Blizzard, go face. I think we just lose. I don't see an out here. I mean, maybe if we top deck exactly... But that, you know, also, if he's got, like, Ysera Awakens, it's less good when he's got 5 health, right? So maybe if we draw a Fireball... I think we have to try. I don't see another plan. Well, Gazar's fine. Maybe should have pinged this, but just to deny the trade. But Ysera's going to clean it up anyway. And I think every point of damage matters, right? We're just trying to... Oh, definitely should have pinged it now. Oh man, Primordial Glyph is sick. Ice Barrier or Ice Block are super good, of course. Heal is insane. Jeez Louise, man. There goes that game plan. There goes that game plan. I don't know, we'll try still. I think we were on the ropes anyway, so see what we can do. This card can obviously heal him more, but I have to try, because basically if I can trade into that the dude, it somehow Malazar lives, and we can do 5, play the tiger, or maybe we just stall again and draw the fireball. I don't know. There's outs at least. I think we're getting less and less outs every turn, but Ysera value is sick. Double Ysera's in Arena is actually broken. So we have 8. Fireball puts us at 14. So we can't do it this turn. We don't have any other freezes either, though. So I think the Corrupted Healbot's going to die and give him 8 health. So I don't see how we get there. So basically we're going to gain nothing this turn. Especially not now. God. Yeah, it's over. Took a lot of gambles on heals and he just kept healing. Multiple binding heals. 87 Ysera cards. This is this is as ugly as it gets. I know they already did Flame Leviathan, but an Ulduar adventure would be best. Yeah, that'd be cool. We've already got Yogg too, but who cares? It'd still be cool. I can't wait to see more Titan cards, right? Like, I want to see some Titan cards. Cool Titan stuff. We haven't seen that many Titan cards in Hearthstone yet. Yeah, Meteor off a Glyph would have been a great answer for that second Ysera, but what can you do? I think he spotted lethal. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Alright, so 7 and 2. Everybody's a final boss for the next 5 games. It's going to be tough. Regis, when is the next expansion rotating out, and when is it happening? It'll be Old Gods, Karazhan, and Mean Streets, and it won't be for another year. It won't be till like March of 2018. That's when they'll rotate out.
Jaina versus Jaina.
In Arena? Jaina versus Jaina? Who would have ever guessed? That's unheard of. This might be worth a keep, but I don't want to get too far behind, particularly with this thing that's reducing our mana costs. Like 2 drops are going to be better, so on and so forth. This is not bad. I think we had this exact curve in a previous game. Macedon's clearly a little iffy, but we can work with it. Guys, 16 subscribers, by the way. I just saw that number again. That's totally insane. You guys are bonkers. Yeah, I think we just kill it. Otherwise, we give him some weird trade value. Because if we play the Mana Worm and he trades into this, we can't ping and Flame Elemental on 3, because this will cost 2 mana if this lives, which means we won't get to play the Steam Surger. So I think I'm better off just going this route, playing this on 3 with a ping and playing this on 4. He doesn't feel particularly good, but maybe he just whiffs and pings here and we're good to go. Yeah, he did. So Tart Creeper would probably be the only card that would change my line. I'd happily play a Tart Creeper here. Maybe Volatile Elemental would, but even that would feel a little iffy because of his ping. Your stream is still a teenager. Yep, 16. I honestly thought it might be like 2 subs today, but 16 is crazy in my first stream. You guys are blowing my mind. Now, granted, I realize that it will eventually slow down because this was the first day first time I streamed since the sub button went up. So it's not like I'm expecting 16 subscribers every night, but it's still an incredibly humbling experience. I don't know what it is about you, but you give me a vibe that you're a teacher, specifically history. No, I'm not a teacher, although I did actually teach in university for a while. I don't think we need to bomb squad that, right? It's just not much of a threat for trading. In grad school, I TA'd and taught some courses with up to like 270 students, so I actually had a lot of students through just a couple of years. Jay Zeiger says, Regis, I'll totally be subbing tomorrow. How are you this evening, man? Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it. And I'm doing really well, dude. I'm gonna close the stream out as soon as this arena runs over, but other than that, which will be sad because we're having fun. Other than that, though, doing really well.
Chill arena hype. MRG Murgle.
She did a really good Murloc. The text-to-speech girl did a great Murloc impression there. I loved it. Yeah, that's great. Thank you for the bits, jerks. I love hearing the Murlocs. I'm gonna add some extra Murlocs just for you, man. And yeah, it's a nice little chill arena. I'm trying to be a little quieter because my fiance is asleep. She's pretty far away. Right, our bedroom's pretty far from this room, but I don't want to be too loud. Yeah, I think we can kill that, can't we? Just bomb squad, trade, ping, go 4 to the face. It's not really perfect, but it's something. Got a good minion here. We got some AoE. We got some generation. We're good to go. Still no Crip. No, I'll never be Crip. Even if I lose my hair, I won't get that salty. Crip is like, he's Salt Lord. I guess we'll try to hit a good glyph here, and if not, we can Cone of Cold. Just freeze that thing out. Greater Arcane Missiles is actually pretty likely to do work. It's gonna cost 5 though, so if only 1 hits, I'm gonna have to use both minions, which would suck. But I think I'm still gonna take it, and we'll just Cone of Cold Mana Wraith. Because I think that was just the best average value of all those. I don't really know. This is fine for Meteor. Just gonna go face. This and a ping next turn can clean it up a little bit. We need to get this rolling too. I wish we could have played... We could have maybe played this instead of the Mana Wraith, but if we can disrupt his turn at all, I think that's a helpful thing to do. Interesting he didn't choose to kill this one. He could have Frostbolted first and got a ping in. If he wanted a Frostbolt and then... Do you know what I mean? He could have also pinged. I think a Blizzard's fine here. And we might actually trade this in and ping off, because there's the potential for him to get extra value off this guy. And that way we can play this Ellie and load up the Steam Surger next turn. This is still lingering, but we're going to try to get it with a good Arcane Missiles eventually, right? Or maybe just shut it out with a Mastodon. I don't know yet. Or maybe just trade these two in. Who knows? We have some options. Be something really low cost. Be Arcane Missiles for 5. Oh, he actually has a secret. What secret would he draft? Probably Mirror Entity or Counterspell are the most likely secrets, but... well, actually, Potion Polymorph is the most likely to see, so that's probably what it is. But, we'll have to see. Alright, is this the turn? If we do this, we can't do anything else is the problem. But if I play one of my minions, they're all really good minions. I guess we can just Reckless, and if it's Mirror Entity, just dictate some trades into it with a ping. God, we're really close to lethal. We can do 11 damage this turn. And then 3 damage next turn. Assuming that's not Ice Block. Dude. I think I'm going to make this trade and then go face and play the Steam Surger. I mean, that's a potential line, but Ice Block and stuff and leaving up 8 damage like that can value trade is really scary, so... This is still a pretty good line. We have, you know, theoretically 11 damage in hand. It's a nice Blizzard. Wonder if he'll trade or just go face. Ooh, that's a good play. This looks pretty juicy with this board, right? I think this has to be the turn. We can ping off this one if it hits weird. If they hit right, we can Flame Geyser too. Or we could just play the Corrupted Heal bot. Let's just see how they hit though. Face is the worst. Actually, the ping is also fairly bad, honestly. This puts us on Polymorph or Fireball lethal a lot of the times. And just puts in a minion out that's sort of annoying because he probably has to trade. Blizzard cleans up nicely, but we have the Mastodon for any sort of shenanigans like that. Had we tested Counterspell yet when I casted that? Because that could have been iffy. Might have been bad. Yeah, I don't think we tested Counterspell. Did we have a way to? Not even sure. Yeah, I guess we could have tested with the little dude first. Can we go this route and kind of stall this guy out, or do we need to play the Mastodon? This could give me lethal straight up, so let's just try this.
Just act.
I mean, this is probably lethal, right? But it might just be an ice block that leaves him at 5 health, which, I don't know, we'll see. We gotta try, though. I mean, we're gonna try. Ugh, that's scary. Because that could still be Ice Barrier, right? Like, or, oh, it could be Spellbender, right? If we tested... No, we used, No, Spellbender only works on minions anyway, so that's irrelevant. We're not going for a minion. So, Spellbender would be fine. Ice Barrier would be fine. Oh god, does he go face here or does he clear? If I'm him, I go face, I think. But if he goes face, this is like a fifth. If it's ice block, we lose. If he goes face and it's... Oh, he's trading, thank god. I mean, we might still lose because he's got an insane amount of damage on board. And he only needs 3 damage from hand. But, oh, this is a little bit safer. Ah, there's no fun in being safe, though. So we're probably dead. We're probably dead. Like I said, it's about a 50-50. Oh my god, is that another one really? That definitely means we're dead. We can't... Oh, we're dead anyway. Doesn't matter, it's guaranteed. Hey, Exercise, thanks for the kind words. I actually am not going to have time. I gotta call it wraps here, and I gotta do some other stuff. I'm going to be out of Hearthstone here ASAP. So, unfortunately, not tonight, but I'm always happy if you can catch me another time. That sucked. Famous last words, indeed. Sometimes you just gotta live, guys. I'm overdue on my stream anyway, so it made the decision a little easier from the fact that I really do need to go fairly soon. Ooh, double pack reward. That's really good. You guys are going to get to see 2 packs. 2 packs. Okay, not bad. Never can remember the name of that card. Scarum Cultist. Like, whoever remembers that card? Yeah, that was a really fun run. Huh. Double blue packs. Ooh, Ultra Sword 2. Could have been Mana Bind. Anything else would have been fine. Actually, Mana Bind would have killed us too, but... Well, no. Mana Bind would have been fine. Alright, guys. That's it for me. Look how close we're getting to 20k dust. We're ready to go for Lich King or whatever the next expansion might be. But as I said, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. Sorry for the technical difficulties earlier tonight. But still, super fun stream. Had a lot of great moments in those games. Decent arena run at 7 wins. Can never really go wrong with 7 wins. And 16 subs. Mind-blowing. Thank you guys so much. Subs, I'll reach out to you later this evening with some information on accessing my Discord. So you can. But thanks everybody so much for all your time. And until next time, game on.